if we need to. But for now, we will go ahead and jump back into things. What's up?
Sorry, I don't think Garrett mentioned this. At the end, when we chase that one ninja, Garrett is going back to talk to.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, you're good.
Sorry, continue.
You're good. We'll jump back into things with the party having just defeated a group of ninjas that attack themselves, as well as Lady May and her associates Jiro and Ichiro. After a tense conversation, the last remaining living ninja that has been taken hostage was knocked unconscious. After kind of agreeing to tentatively take Zarek to Usoglisk after thinking them having betrayed him, Lady May handed over a necklace that she claims belonged to her mother to Zarek. And we jump right back into things. Moments after that, swear to God, if you guys make another fucking radius, I'm booting
How do I
bitches.
delete it?
You have to click on the icon.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
You've
Well,
given us too
Zarek
much
has
power.
not quite left the group yet. He's on the verge of preparing, waiting for the other. Oh no, you already woke him up, correct? The guy
Yeah,
with some spelling salts underneath him.
Yeah, I woke him up. I talked a little bit. I gave him back one of his daggers.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw the necklace. I showed him the necklace, remember?
True,
and he was like,
you're right,
"Where'd
you're
you get
right.
that?" And I was like, "I stole it from him."
Okay. So, we will jump back into things then with Zarek having already head out. My fault, I forgot about that little bit. And he's heading off with the lone survivor of the ninja attack. Was anyone else following or accompanying you, or was it just you and him, Zarek?
It's. I don't know if anyone else is. I mean, I don't know. I didn't tell anyone else to follow me. I wasn't expecting anyone else to follow me. But I mean, people can do whatever they want to do.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go with him because I was intrigued.
Well, you weren't with because no one said they want. I mean, even if they had said, I would have said no. I want to go alone.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, because when we had stopped, I thought we had already set out. Like that was like the last thing was we were setting out.
Yeah, you're correct. You guys were like setting out. Now, if someone from the group wanted to like chase after you, they could, and then you could tell them whatever you want to tell them from there. But you're not that far gone yet. We pretty much stopped right where you guys had just like set off from the rest of the group.
Yeah.
And even then, if someone else wanted to
Turn
show up
left foot, hit the ground. Bye.
it wouldn't take that long for someone to get from where they are to Gliska State. There's all in the same village, so here's what we'll do then. We will go ahead and start with Zarek and the last remaining ninja before we jump over to everyone else since it's a little bit split. Now, if someone decides at some point that they want to follow or they're not interested in being left behind, just chime in and we will go from there. Because everyone knows where Zarek is heading. I don't believe it was a secret, and everyone also knows where Gliska State is within the village. So, no real hidden information here right now. All right, Zarek. So, as you and your new friend, shall we say, begin kind of walk back in the direction of Gliska State, you can see he's still heavily eyeing you, kind of looking you up and down, just seeing if he has the right idea of what's going on and what behind what you're saying.
I mean, I'm assuming I notice him eyeing me up and down.
Oh yeah, he's not trying to hide it. He's not trying to be shy or secretive about it at all.
So I want to turn to him and be like, "So, what's got you so nervous, bud?"
It's been an interesting day. I was set off with orders to assassinate Lady May and any of her associates that I believed you to be one of, and now I'm taking you back to our employer's estate. It's a peculiar situation.
Pretty busy for me too. I went out to try to buy a quiver, gonna eat some stew, and then next thing I know, gnolls are attacking the city. These 3 chumps, really big guy, little girl, that guy, yeah, they show up and they're all like, "Oh, you guys helped us come back and talk to us," and yeah, pretty crazy day myself.
I can understand that. And to be careful with who you break bread with around here, though. You were talking to the old regime, and the new regime does not appreciate it very much.
I really think they should have some sort of signs or something posted about who you can and can't salute with, because
While I may not disagree, unfortunately, as you can tell, I'm not in much of a position to make decisions like that.
are you in the position to talk about the Black Hand? Because I mean, I don't want to pry too much, because when I talked to Glisk, he kind of said not to pry, but I don't want to get on his bad side talk. I just want to kind of understand more of the are you guys a clan, a guild, a group? I want to understand you guys. I mean, are you just trying to rule the place? And I mean, not rule negatively, just I mean, just make sure that this place is good. I don't know.
Few
I mean, but like I
things.
said, I don't want to overstep my bounds. So don't tell me more than you're allowed to tell me. I don't want to get you in trouble.
A few things. I'd be careful about what names you speak out in public around here. Secondly, I am forbidden to talk about my employer. Thirdly,
So
in case you've not figured it out, I work for them. I am not a part of them.
okay, okay. I didn't realize it was like an employment situation. I thought maybe it was just like you guys join up and play a game of like craps every Saturday night or something. Um,
No,
so who is in charge of Nasu? Who's the head honcho?
it depends on who you ask.
Who you at? I mean, someone. Are there people who writes the laws and stuff?
Right now, what it really is Uso Glisk is leading, with the Black Hand backing him. Lady May and her family, specifically her parents, used to rule not that long ago. Her parents have since been dispatched of, yet she still claims the popular opinion of the people here. While she may have that, she has little else. From what I can
Interesting.
tell, Bliss keeps her around as some sort of warning. He doesn't appear to be very threatened by her whatsoever. But I can't speak much more on that. Otherwise, I go into territory that I best not speak on.
Does she have any leadership experience of any sorts, or like any? Does she have any experience being like in a high government position, or she just? I mean,
He has more than she lets on.
cause she's pretty young.
Young
I
for
mean,
her type.
seems like a girl like her wouldn't have much experience leading people. So I don't understand why the people would want her back, as opposed to Glisk, who at least appears to have more experience.
I'm not certain if you're trying to win me over or if you're just that foolish.
I mean,
Are
I'm
you-
just curious. I'm just asking questions. I'm new here. I don't know anything that's going on. That's why I'm just trying to
My
ask. 'Cause-
turn for a question.
Okay.
How old do you think Lady May to be?
Uh, by the looks of her, because I wasn't. This is out of character. I wasn't there when she like hinted she was a dragon, right?
Correct, and I picked
Okay.
up on that, so he's
Okay.
now digging in on that.
Okay. I'd say maybe from. I'm not as familiar with the human species as probably you are, but I'd say maybe like
He's
five,
already laughing to himself at this point as you say human
3. I don't know.
species. Don't get out much, do you?
No, this is actually my first venture out.
Well, and he kind of puts his hand around your shoulder.
Why his hands are bound still.
Okay, never mind. He doesn't do that then.
This guy just strangled me by putting his hands over my neck.
Well, my new furry friend, in case you've not been told, where you're currently at, dragons tend to rule the land.
So are they both dragons? Do we got two competing dragons and we're just caught in the middle?
From what I understand, Lady May is indeed draconic, though no one has seen her in any form of such beast for years and years now, from what I understand.
But what about is Glisk a dragon? Or is that pushing too much?
I am not certain. I would venture no, but I should leave this alone.
Okay, that's your call. You know the rules of the land better than I do, and like I said, I don't want to pry too much and get me into trouble, get you into trouble. I just wanna get what
Well,
Glisk wants, get what I need, and get out.
let me fill you in on some base information so you don't go in looking like a fool. Glisk is the real leader of this town at this point. Things would collapse without him. He's the only way that any sort of real resources being brought in outside of the bare minimum that can be grown in this wasteland. However, the people still hold to the popular belief that dragons are the best rulers. And because of that, they latch to Lady May. For whatever reason, I am not certain, but that appears to be the general consensus of the town.
Well, that is quite interesting. That they just flock to her because she's a dragon, and assume that she's better just because she's a dragon.
Fear is a powerful motivator.
It is indeed.
Ah, well. And he kind of points off into the distance a little bit. It appears that we've almost made it there. Any chance I could get these bounds and such off before we make it too much closer?
Yeah, sure. I want to take the black hand dagger out, and I want to cut his hand binds. I want to ask, hey, I kind of like this dagger. Do you mind if I keep this one?
It's all yours.
Appreciate it. So, are you gonna come in with me, or are we you just gonna head off now? I don't want you to get in trouble, because I know doing this, I mean, it's skin off your back kind of. And I appreciate you doing this, but if it'll help if you come in with me and I tell what you did, or if you, I don't want you to sneak in and then like you get caught and then them think that you were hanging out with the enemy and you getting in trouble.
Normally, I would not come into such a situation, but this is a unique instance. And I hope my masters will understand where I'm coming from. So, I suppose I shall venture in with you and see what
Sounds
Mr.
good.
Glisk has to say.
Do you interact with Mr. Glisk often, or do you get passed down orders through like a chain of command and you like see him like maybe once a month, twice a year kind of deal, like Christmas parties and such?
I have not met Mr. Glisk before, and I'm
Oh,
not even
really?
certain what he looks like.
Well, I'll tell you, you're in for a treat. He's a very broody guy, likes to stand in front of fireplaces looking menacing and stuff. So yeah, you're in for a treat.
All right then. And by this point, you guys have made it into the view of a pair of guards that's standing by the entryway to Glisk Estate. They appear to be the ones that you've interacted with previously, Zarek, though you're not 100% sure. It's difficult to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And they address you as you guys begin to approach, and it's clear what direction you're heading in. Oi! Halt! What do the pair of you want?
We got some business with Mr. Glisk. He there's a misunderstanding of some sorts, and we kind of, this is an associate of Mr. Glisk's, and I kind of point to that
Hey,
guy.
what do you think?
And we just I have I've been hired by Mr. Glisk to do something, and I want to kind of discuss the contract that we come up with.
All right, a moment. Let me go speak with him.
Glisk is going to be dead.
And one of them disappears into the estate for a brief moment. There's a minute or two of just this awkward, tense silence waiting for him to come back before the doors are thrust open once more. All right, he'll see you. Just you. And he points to you, Zarek.
Me?
You heard me. Just you.
I want to turn to the guy that I came with and be like, well, it was a pleasure. I appreciate you bringing me here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here.
You're not going anywhere. While you may not be seeing Mr. Glisk, he had other orders for you. Go ahead. He's in the dining hall waiting for you.
Okay. Well, bye, Mr. Ninja.
What? What does he want with me? You'll find out. Just come with us.
Make sure you try his ox. It's really good, I've heard.
And as you push your
That
way
guy's dead.
through, as you push your way through the entryway, Zarek, finding yourself in a long hallway or foyer-like entrance to the estate, you follow the hallway down past that fireplace where you initially met Glisk, and you can just follow the scent of all of the various smells of meats and fruits and vegetables in the air.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. This is what I'm talking about right here.
There's a quiet.
It
within
says I
this
don't
thing.
own any token with vision in this scene.
Yeah,
so
you
it should
don't,
be
It's
because
quiet.
you're not here.
It's because you don't. You're not here.
Boo.
Don't worry, you can peek at my screen and see what's going on. It's pretty cool. What? Oh, I thought my guy said that. I was like, what? Jared's typing on my behalf.
There's a quiet within the estate. You can hear the soft padding sounds of your footsteps and the flames and the torches that flicker all around you. As you get closer, you can begin to hear the sound of silverware clinking and clattering against one another. Something soft is picked up and placed back on a table. Well, are you going to come join me? Or are you going to loom in the shadows forever? Snicket.
Is that, can I recognize the voice as a Glisk?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Glisk. Looks pretty empty in here. That's a lot of chairs. Is anyone else joining us?
No. For
Oh.
now, it shall be just the two of us.
All right. Do you want me to sit next? You want to sit next to each other, or you want me to sit like at one of these tables? It'd be kind of weird if we kind of like just sat next to each other, I think.
Whatever you prefer, Snicket.
Okay. I've also noticed you keep saying my name like it's like you're expecting me to be so surprised. I'm a little surprised. How did you find out what my name is?
You came here in search of something very specific. It gave us something to look for. And from there I was able to dig up some more information. It's one of the things the group I work for is very, very good at.
All right. So, what kind of stuff did you dig up on me?
Just a little bit of information. I always like to know who it is that I'm working with.
Okay.
I know
That
you
sounds-
hail from the peaks of Kervia,
Yes, that is correct.
born of the Vacket tribe,
Yes, also correct.
that now suffers from a deadly plague.
That is all accounts correct. Freaking A.
Though,
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm
Trying to
sure
rotate my token.
I've never been able to figure it out.
I got it to rotate a little bit.
Though I'm sure you're not surprised I figured out some of this information.
I mean, you seem like you got your ducks in a row around here. You got eyes everywhere, which is evident by the attack that happened on me today. Misunderstanding, I think. I kind of wanted to talk about that. I kind of wanted to also talk about the mission you gave us. I think maybe there's some betrayal happening that I was unaware of. That now I have speculation that maybe some of the group that you sent out with us is maybe trying to backstab you. I have no part in that. I'm just here to put everything, all the cards on the table, because as you know, what I came for is pretty much the only skin I have in this game, and I don't want to ruin those chances. So I want to be as open and honest with you as I can.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion or deception check for me, Zark, whichever suits what you're leaning towards at this point.
Woo!
It's one, you poor man. As you're kind of going over this whole spiel, Glisk reaches in to his trench or to his coat, and there's an inner pocket that he pulls this small vial out from that has this very bright green, thick-looking ichor-type liquid inside of it. It has a little tag that hangs down and dangles from it that just says Snicket written on it with like some sort of ink. Pretty fresh, it would look like from your guessing.
Mm-hmm.
He uncorks the vial and he holds it over his hand, and he kind of has facing with his palm facing upwards, like he's holding a basketball or something within his hand. And he begins to slowly pour out the liquid inside of the vial. And as he does, he kind of begins to whisk his fingers around as they glow this bright blue color. And as the liquid falls, it kind of just floats a few inches above the palm of his hand, and it begins to form this small little ball before this blue sheen kind of projects itself around it. And you watch as he takes off this gold link that he has on his neck, and he begins to loop the links of this gold necklace through this odd magic-like medallion that he just created, as this green liquid swings from his neck now, encased in some sort of strange magical like seal.
Mm-hmm. So what's going on here? You're just doing weird magic stuff without narrating what you're doing. Can I get some insight on what's going on?
This is what you're looking for. A small dose of it, but used well, it can have a great value.
Is it like what kind of dosage size am I talking about per person here? I kind of got. I gotta give this to a lot of people. Is that enough?
This is not anywhere near enough for a lot of people. This is enough for perhaps one individual.
Oh well. Is that all you got?
As of right now, it is. But with the resources the group I work for has, they could have doctors, scientists, alchemists, whatever you may need to create much more. But for now, this is all I've been able to find or muster up since you first got in contact with me.
Okay. Well, that looks and sounds promising. I'm assuming there's some sort of catch involved because you're doing this very ominously.
There's no catch involved. Our deal remains the same that it was when we first encountered.
Okay.
I want that meteorite. I don't care if Zarkon has it.
Well, that's the thing I want to talk about. About the betrayal and such. Zarkon does not have the media. I think, potentially, Korg is working with some sort of organization that wants to take the media for themselves, because when we were in the graveyard and we were attacked, one of Korg's associates showed up and saved our skins and had this giant frog monster looking thing, and I was told that the frog monster ate the meteorite and then hopped away. So I don't know if we are being double-crossed, or if he was basically hired to work for you to get access to the meteor. In our initial conversation, he did seem to know a lot about the meteor.
Go ahead and roll another persuasion check for me real quick.
God.
Sorry.
You should change your name to
Oh,
Snitch.
baby! It was almost a 1.
I did see that. It literally rolled 2 back and forth. You watch as Glisk's entire demeanor is just beginning to shift. You can see he becomes to get rather red-faced. His muscles are kind of tensing, and you can see he's rather angrily biting down on the fork as he's still eating some. He
Can I actually start eating a little bit too?
Of course, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, sweet.
You can tell that he definitely thought he pretty much had the upper hand in this conversation and was going to throughout the entire time. This was a bit of information that definitely threw him off. So why?
You looked pretty surprised there, Mr. Glisk. I thought that you had eyes everywhere and you had access to all this information. No disrespect, no disrespect. I'm just wondering if maybe you need to divert some forces to keep an eye on other stuff. Maybe you know, not telling you how to run your empire here. Just that's a pretty big deal, I think.
It seems I have a few individuals that I need to dispatch of within my organization.
Well, as long as it's not, see the one guy that came to kill me, you can dispatch. I don't really care about anybody else. That guy, he was pretty nice. He helped me out. He got me here to give you this information, so I think he's pretty good. I don't know if he was involved at all, but if he was, I got him some slack because of him. Now you know this information. So.
You mean the fool from the Umizawa clan who falsely attacked the princess long before they had orders to do so?
Well, if he falsely attacked her, then maybe. Yeah, you can kill him.
I'm so glad that I have your permission.
Well, I mean, it was just my recommendation. I can't give you. I mean, you're a free man. I'm assuming, unless there's someone above you telling what you do. But I don't care.
I am paid to do a job just as you were, and just as a few others were as well.
Well, I think you're doing a bang-up job.
Part of the deal.
I think you're doing a bang-up job with your part. It's just you can't account for everything, like being backstabbed. So,
No.
I'm just kind of thinking, what do you think we should move forward here? Because, like I
You
said, I want to uphold
certainly
my
should.
end of the deal as best as I can. But it's going to be kind of hard when I'm working with someone who's actively sabotaging.
Well, if you can give me proof of an exact location of the meteorite, I will exchange it for just this one dose. And that is it. If you want more than that, I want the meteor here, in my village.
Okay, so I guess are you going to? I'm supposed to continue working with this potential traitorous person?
How do you feel about hired assassin work, Snicket?
I mean, hired assassin work for what? Like, what am I getting out of this?
Depends. What else do you need? I know you need this medicine to cure your clan, but you must have more desires than just that.
We rat folk, at least from the peaks of Curvy where we're at, we have happy little lives where we don't really need material goods that much. We support our family, and pretty much whatever is whatever. We don't have individual assets, really. It's just for the good of the tribe. So I can't think of anything really besides the vial that's more important to the tribe.
You have no wish for more land to live on or anything of the nature?
No, not really. We're happy in the peaks.
You're a hard one to appeal to, Mr. Snicket. Most individuals have something else it is that they desire.
I mean, safety? Is that, I mean, I don't know if there's any way that you can, because we have had, some dwarven, expeditions sometimes have come into our tunnels, but, I mean, we've been able to handle them ourselves. So it's not, I'm not sure.
How well equipped is your tribe?
We have your average, I mean, rummaged weapons made from rock and stone. I mean, I'm probably right now the best equipped out of every person.
That
Because
gives me a good idea.
I'm the first really to venture out. But what are you thinking?
Tell you what, Mr. Snicket. If you take care of my traitor problem, I will make sure that your clan is well equipped to protect themselves for centuries to come.
That sounds like something I can get behind.
Now, one last question for you before you leave. What is the name of this individual that Korg works for?
Oh, you tested me here. He introduced himself as Maximilian of the Ironblood. And his big frog monster.
That is all, Mr. Snicket.
Okay,
You may leave.
okay. So I want to get up and push in my chair and be like, by the way, the food, delicious. Tell your chef that he's doing a great job and keep up the good work. I look forward to next time seeing what he can do.
You watch he's just like grinding his teeth, just staring intently and almost like at nothing at this point.
And all right, with that, Mr. Glisk, I will take my leave. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't worry too hard. We'll get you your media. Just to be sure, you said first thing is just tell you where it is. That'll give me one vial, and then get it to you, and then we can move forward from there.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that one more. Is there a question in there? I apologize.
Yeah, I was just confirming the details of our agreement. Was that if I can find out where the meteor is, he'll give me the one vial. If I can get him the meteor, then we can like move forward with getting more. And then handling the traders was arming the my tribe.
Yes, that is accurate.
All right. Well, next time I see you, I will have information on the whereabouts of the media. Toodles.
And as you begin to walk out of the dining room, Zarek, you just hear a slam on the table behind you, and his bunch of plates and glasses jump up and fall off the table, fumbling all around him.
Hey, keep calm, Mr. Glisk.
Oh man. The
And
door's
then I
locked,
wanna
Zarek.
get out.
You can't escape.
Oh, I can't? Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I was gonna go talk to the guards and be like, someone get the key?
Okay.
That went better than I thought it was gonna go.
We'll go ahead and pull everybody over here now.
So, Zach, how did you draw a roll from the experimental elixir?
I clicked on the open the roll table, and at the bottom it says roll. I clicked that.
Okay, so that whole ordeal probably took 15, 20 minutes in total, maybe? So not too long.
To get there and come back?
Oh,
Or to get there and talk?
It's just to get there and talk, because we're going to do whatever they were doing while you're on your way back.
Yeah.
So, we'll jump back to the other three of you, still hanging out at Lady May's estate alongside Ichiro and Jiro. Is there anything in particular the three of you would like to do and or talk about?
I would like to rest.
Short rest, long rest?
I would like a long rest, please. It is time for this drunk skunk to go to bed.
You guys could take a long rest at this point if you wanted to.
I probably want to discuss the fact that he's going out alone.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you're free to discuss that with whoever you'd like. Everyone, except for Zarek, is readily and available near you right now.
Including the Lady May and company.
Yes, true. Including Lady May, Ichiro, and Jiro are all kind of grouped around right now.
So I think we need to talk about him going in alone, and are we just going to let him go there? Or so I assume this is right after he leaves.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming back.
Well,
I mean, Glisk isn't the type of guy that you go back to, especially if you've disappointed him once already.
I think that rat's pretty sneaky. There's something going on with him.
Yeah, he seemed very desperate.
He speaks about Gliss more like a friend than an enemy at this point.
I just know he's desperate to speak with. I think Glisk has something that he desperately wants.
I don't trust the rat.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he comes back, that may be. It means that Glisk needs something from him, I'd imagine.
I guess we just ask the rat when he comes back.
Well, we know what Glisk wants from you, yes?
Yes.
But the fact that he's gone to Glisk now twice, I don't think Glisk is a very forgiving person.
Glisk is a bastard. He'll use you for what he wants, and then kill you at the end.
Man. So nobody knows who his father is? That's a joke. Just playing.
Who, Glisk, father?
Yes.
He comes from far away.
So what do we do if he comes back? Just question him?
Yeah, I say we tie him down.
For all we know, he could be here right now. Sneaky little rat.
I guess we need to just keep an eye on him. Assuming if he's still alive, then Glisk still needs him for something.
Do you believe that he may have betrayed us? Lady May ask.
I don't know. I just know that he's desperate, so that he definitely did not want us to kill that last guy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's aligning with our current moral compass. He seems pretty intent on keeping Glisk in the friendly section of his.
He did object when you guys were talking about betraying Glisk, too, so...
I think we need to just keep an eye on him. And maybe just be a little selective discussing things.
At this point, Ichiro kind of leans in to Lady May by the side of her head, and he cups one of his hands around her ears, and he whispers a few things. Perhaps. I'm not certain. But be ready for it. It might be a possibility. Lady May rebuttals.
He seemed very adamant about no one going with him, so that also concerns me.
Did I say go? I wanted to go alone. No one offered to go.
Yeah,
I would have said it, but no one said they were going to come with me. So I just went. No, I would have said it, but like he didn't. I don't know, Zach. Would you have like offered? Did your guy offer to go essentially?
Yeah, last time I said I was
Okay.
gonna, because you wanted everyone to go with you. You were like, "Hey, we should go talk to Glass with the
No,
guy."
I didn't want anyone to go with me.
Well, maybe I misunderstood it, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm with the rat," because I wanted to see what was up.
I thought you
Like,
said
I
you were
think
with
you
the
have a
rat,
mental
and that like
problem.
I thought you said you were with the rat when you're talking about me not killing or them not killing him. Because when you said you were with the rat, I was confused by what you meant.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's fine, didn't know.
Well, no offense to Lady May here and your friends, but and I'm saying this to Guy and Korg.
why
Are
did
we
Tito's
so?
accent change?
Are we so sure we can trust these folks more than Glisk?
They've got a lot less to lose.
That's
He
because
did
we've
save my
already
life
lost everything.
10 minutes ago. Glisk has done nothing for me.
That is true.
Glisk has literally tried to kill us like 10 minutes ago, so.
I
don't
didn't
know if he
vibe
wanted
with
to
Glisk.
kill you. I think those men came here for me.
Those guys were they Black Hand? Or was it just a
No.
coincidence that we were here?
Those men were not of the Black Hand. They were of the Umizawa clan. So
So they had Black Hand daggers?
more than likely paid by the hand, but they were not a part of it.
So Gliss did not necessarily send those people.
He may have. They may have just been working under orders for Glisk. I'm not certain. I wouldn't be surprised, based off the weapons they had. But I recognize those men, the fighting style, and the armor. They were certainly of the Umizawa clan.
And they were working for the Black Hand, given the daggers and the coin.
I don't find that hard to believe. They'll work for whoever pays them the most. Anna died here a long time ago.
So I would assume they would be working for Glisk if they had all this Black Hand stuff on them.
Certainly.
So where do we go from here? Do we just wait? I don't know if we go in to get him or what. I mean, he has the sending stone and hasn't said anything, so.
Would you like to try to communicate with him?
What time of the day is it?
Late afternoon at this point. Kind of getting into early evening.
Wouldn't it be later than that? Because this was the same day that the things attacked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I guess never mind. Because I'm looking at it. Not that much has happened besides.
There was an artificial darkness that came over the day
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, you're good.
I would say we just wait. I don't want to use the stone if he's not in danger yet. I'll wait for him to use the stone.
Well enough then. We'll wait for your comrade to return and see what he has to say for himself.
Do you have any type of magic that makes people tell the truth or makes people friendlier towards you? I've heard of magic like that. I don't have anything on me, but
Go ahead, Tito.
Let him try some of my turtle weed.
A
maybe
small smile goes across Lady May's face. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me, Guy. Ooh.
Yeah, also.
I have some abilities available to me. Hopefully none of them will be needed in the upcoming situation.
Worst case scenario, we just eat him, right? Wink.
You're strange.
So
And
nobody
drunk.
wants to share the pipola?
Yeah,
I
I'll have
see
a
how
bit of
it
that. Give me that shit.
Be freaking drunk and stoned.
We got Crunk Korg in the house.
5 levels of exhaustion.
Lady
Like
May's just kind of like rubbing her forehead.
I like to take a
Now-
hefty draft of the pipe and
It's now really the time for this.
cough most of it back out.
It's always the time, lady.
You're feeling pretty cross-faded at this point, Korg.
Well, team, looks like it's time for bed.
I'll stay up and wait for Zarek.
I could use some sleep.
So Korg and Tito are just gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
100%, man. I need a rest.
Oh man. Jiro leads you guys to one of the guest rooms that has a couple of just little small bedrolls laid out within it for enough room for both of you to plop down for a good night's rest. Well, anything else you'd like to discuss while we wait for your friend to return, Guy?
I guess all I know that I mean, I don't know much about Zarek's kind, but I know that he has some kind of sickness, and I've seen it. He's kind of almost rabid at some points.
He was asking me earlier today when we first met about clerics and healing capabilities, but I didn't get much more than that.
He seemed very excited when he found out that I knew about, basic healing, but I'm not sure what he's getting at or what his motives are.
Well, hopefully we can find out.
That's probably all I would want to talk about
Okay.
once he gets back.
No worries then. We will go ahead and skip forward another good 10, 15 minutes or so to the point where Zarek would actually return to the estate, if that is where you're looking to return to.
Yep.
Okay. So, just kind of feeling a little more at home at this point, you just kind of slip in between one of the cracks they have within the walls, Zarek, and you make your way back up.
It's killing me at this point. I have a pounding headache, and it is getting worse.
Okay. Those of you who are still awake with inside the estate can see Zarek begin to approach the estate, and you can just tell that he's like rubbing his head. He's very clearly in some level of discomfort for sure as he begins to make his ascent up the stairs to the estate.
Do I see them?
Yeah, I mean you can enter in as soon as you'd
Okay.
like at this point.
Yeah, I don't want to like make a big I don't want to sneak in anything. I just want to walk in like normal.
Just walk in, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So
you walk in, you see Guy, Jiro, Ichiro, and Lady May are those still awake, sitting at the dinner table.
I want to first fish through my backpack and pull out Lady May's the necklace she gave me and hold it out and be like, Madam, I think this belongs to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you
And
not need
also,
it at all while you were there?
No, when I left, the ninja man, he seemed pretty interested. I had told him that I stole it from you guys to kind of get on their good side. But no, I didn't have to use it for anything. I'm not even sure what it does. I was kind of actually scared to use it. And now after finding out that you're a dragon, I'm kind of glad I didn't use it because I don't know what would have happened.
Would you mind having a seat with us, Zarek?
Oh, gladly. I kind of glanced behind me because I thought I heard something. And then I sit down.
I'll leave it to you first, Guy, if you have some questions you'd like to ask your comrade.
No, after you.
What are your motives, Zarek? What do you wish to gain while you're here within Nasu?
I am looking for I'm looking for a doctor or a healer of sorts.
Why is that?
I know people who have fallen ill, and I wish to cure them.
What disease is it that plagues these people?
I've never seen. I mean, granted, I don't get out much. I've never seen anything like this before, so I don't really know if it has a name or if it's common. But all I know is that it's deadly. My accent's all over the place right now.
It's all right. At this point, Tito and Corey, you both kind of are stumble awake to the sound of this conversation beginning. If you would like to
I
join
didn't
it,
want them awake.
if you want to join, you could at this point, or you can continue sleeping. The choice is yours.
I will join, but I'm kind of
Now
gonna.
they're gonna. Now I said I didn't want them awake. They're definitely gonna wake up.
Hey, you gaslight yourself, bro. That's not that ain't
I'm
me.
staying asleep. I'm fucked up.
Tito
No.
kind of stumbles his way back into the room then.
Yeah, I kind of had like a little mini power nap, and then I kind of stay in the doorway. Like I try to be as
You block the entire
unnoticeable as I
doorway.
can. Yeah.
As unnoticeable as Tito can ever be. Oh, man. What did you and Mr. Glisk discuss then, Zarek?
I kind of wanted to clear the air with them and discuss the misunderstanding that was going on.
Oh?
And I wanted to discuss some internal affairs directly corresponding to what he hired us to do. Obtain that. I don't know. Was she made aware of the meteor?
Yes. It was also pretty hard to miss. At least when it fell.
But does she know that we were hired to go get the meteor?
Oh, does she know you're hard to get? I don't remember for sure. If you guys
I
told
probably
her.
would have told her. I mean, I kind of just said we kind of went over everything that happened. I don't think I would have left something out.
Do I know that she knows about the meteor?
Now you're getting real nitty gritty with it, and I wish I had an answer.
I don't think I was present because I was sneaking around with Korg, so I think
we can just
when
rule
Guy-
that you don't know.
Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna withhold because I don't want to. If I don't think that she knows about the meteor, I don't want her to find out about the meteor.
Okay.
So I'll say, I wanted to discuss further what we had been hired to do because we have a lot riding on completing this deal, but it's not. We don't want to align ourselves with him necessarily. So we want to get what we need, and then I don't know about the rest of the group.
We have a lot riding on this? What do we have riding on this? I thought it was just money.
I mean, I have a lot riding on this. I don't know why you guys took the contract if it wasn't worth it for you.
So what's your contract?
I mean, so you're just gonna bail out of a contract?
No, what is your contract?
I already told you before. He knows he can get me access to what I need to help the people that are hurting. That was when because I pleaded to leave the guy alive because I needed to talk. Yeah.
So what did you tell Glisk then?
I told him that there was potentially a misunderstanding that we weren't out here assisting you necessarily. And I'm not saying that we aren't. I'm just saying that as of now, we both got attacked and we defended ourselves. We haven't pledged allegiance to anyone. We're not here to make enemies. So I was just telling him that just because he saw us with you doesn't mean that we were abandoning our contract and that we were trying to destabilize the current government, because we are, I mean, at least I don't want to speak for them. I'm an outsider, so I don't know exactly what's going on here, and I don't want to overstep and throw my self in a ring and fight for something that ends up being the wrong cause, as my friends and I have already noticed when they so little apprehension went and helped a necromancer steal a meteor.
And then what did he say?
We discussed. I kind of look around and notice that Korg's not there, and I look at Guy and I'm like, we had talked previously about how you don't necessarily trust Korg because of the weird things that have been going on, him disappearing, kind of being quiet. And so I told Glisk that Korg's associate, his pet frog, took the meteor and just hopped off. And so we don't know. Glisk was under the assumption that Zarkon, I don't know why, Zarkon had the meteor. I don't know if when you guys talked to him, that's what you guys told him. I don't know, which kind of is also suspicious that Korg is hiding the truth. But he wants me to locate the meteor as the first step, and then get him the meteor. And then he also mentioned about dealing with traitors, because I mean, honestly, I don't know how deep tied Korg is in with his associate. He says his associate. I don't know if Korg is feeding that Maximilian guy information about, and Maximilian's feeding back about, and they're planning on doing something with the meteor themselves and backstabbing all of us. I'm not really sure. So like I said, I'm just putting all cards on the table because I don't want to know what's going on, really, and I don't want anyone to feel like they're being backstabbed. So yeah, so that's what he told me. He seemed to know a lot, the guy does, but he wasn't aware of that,
about the whole frog.
having the media thing.
So
Did
Hold on a second, John's answering the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I move closer to the table and kind of half retreat in my shell to kind of relax. Like on my belly.
Uh-huh.
And then at the same time I say, I'm not sure I trust either one of you guys.
What have I done to betray your trust?
Well, it sounds as if you just told Glisk everything that you and your friends have been doing. And from what they told me, they specifically...
Hold on. Pause here.
What?
What'd you say, John? I don't know.
Be sweet if I could have like a whirlwind move where I just stick the ends of my axes out of the holes and just spin around.
You can make it.
We can look into that.
Go ahead, Jack.
It seems that you just told Uso Glisk everything your friends tried very hard to avoid telling him. It seems you all may have different goals. Perhaps you and I as well.
Well, I mean, I have never once said that. I mean, I'm not trying to go and get involved in a bigger war than I need to. I have a goal, and I'm out to complete my goal, and that's it. I'm trying not to get caught up in political stuff that doesn't really affect me, because I'm not from here, and I don't have the insight to know the complex social structures of this city, or your cultures for that matter, because like I said, you can't tell by my short stature and furry hands and face, I'm not from here. So if I don't know, I guess I am out of the loop on what you guys are trying to do, because I thought we were trying to complete Glisk's contract, and I guess I was just confused as to why we were lying to Glisk saying we knew where the meteor was when I don't know if you know Guy. I don't know if you know Tito. The only person who I think for sure does know where the meteor is Korg. And for some reason, he was wanting to tell Glisk that he knows where it is, but everyone else is on board saying and doesn't know where. And then Korg is also constantly saying, "Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out." That just seems a little, I don't know. At least seems a little suspicious to me. But I've told you guys, I've been completely honest. I have not withheld any information from you, so I don't know why there's any distrust against me. Whereas our friend Korg here is over talking to shadow people and walking through shadow doors.
I have to say,
Did he ask you to kill Korg?
He asked me to kill the traitor. I don't know if Korg's a traitor. I don't
He
know if
said
this
he did say
associate's a traitor.
traitors.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how deep this thing goes. I don't know if Korg is in on it with his associate, then they're both traitors. And they're essentially backstabbing us because they're trying to sabotage our mission. So I don't know why you guys wouldn't be upset by this.
well, you made a good point. I assumed he was lying about knowing where the meteor was, but you could be right.
Could I roll an insight check on pretty much everything that Garrett has been saying?
Yeah. If you want to roll in, well,
Mainly
here's-
about the
here's the
statement
thing.
that he said he hasn't withheld any information. He's been
yeah. Was there
truthful.
any lies that you told Garrett? You don't have to say what they were, but were there lies that you told within your whole dialogue?
Give me 1 second.
Because like you can't really roll an insight check if someone wasn't lying at all. It's just it's a little tough at that point.
Garrett has to keep an Excel sheet of all his fucking lies. That's what he's checking right now.
Well, I rolled a 3, so either way, I wouldn't be able to tell if he's lying. So
It depends on what Garrett would roll for a deception check. You never know. He could bomb it.
I guess you would have to roll less than a
If I've told
6.
anything or if I've told any lies.
Yeah. Did you tell any lies at all during your whole spiel?
I mean,
you were
I don't
genuinely
think I
truthful.
did.
I thought so as well, but I wanted to re-clarify with you to see.
I was not intentionally, as I was playing the character, I was not intentionally lying on anything I said.
Mm-hmm. That's the impression that I got as well. So let me think here for a second. It's always interesting whenever players interact with each other and someone wants to roll an insight check and someone's not necessarily lying.
It'd be a persuasion as to whether he believes me or not, right?
Yeah,
His
pretty
insight would
much.
be,
There's
is
no
whether or
insight
not
to
he
really
can believe
check.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think I would be able to tell either way.
It'd be a combat check, right? Where I'd roll persuasion and you
yeah.
roll
You
insight?
roll persuasion versus his insight is normally how
I can roll a 1
it
here.
works.
We can see. Persuasion. Oh no, we're good. You're persuaded.
Zarek appears to be telling the truth to you, Guy, though you wouldn't stake your life on it. We'll phrase it that way.
Fair enough.
He seems to be telling the truth, but he's also picking his words very carefully, it seems.
Alright, Rachel was talking to me.
You're good.
You said that he what say again what you said from the roll? I was careful. It sounded like I was careful of picking my words, but it seemed pretty truthful.
It seems like he's telling the truth, but he was also very carefully picking his words.
Mhm.
Is it a fair?
I wasn't really. I mean, I wasn't avoiding. The only thing I'm avoiding really like talking too much about is the medicine and like the heal. That's the only thing
details.
I'm really like trying to skimp on details about. But that's like, I think the only thing. I think I was pretty. Yeah, there's nothing else really that I was trying to.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
And John's talking to Rachel right now, so he might have something to say. So give it.
We'll wait. We'll wait. Yeah.
All my viewers said they're gonna DDoS your server now, Garrett.
You have a viewer?
No.
Oh.
No. Just a bot.
Ouch! I didn't mean that to hurt so bad.
Your weapons are strong, but your words, they're truly sharp.
Did you hear what JR said about the role?
Me? I was in
No,
the
I'm
other...
talking to John. He's on push to talk.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you want to say anything back after that?
So where do we go from here?
That is a good question. Here's we may have a difference of ultimate
Well,
goals from this
If I
point
may interrupt
forward.
Lady May. I'm assuming this is Lady May talking.
Yes, yes.
I think we have some internal affairs to kind of deal with first. Kind of getting priorities straight, and we need to kind of, as a group, the four of us, maybe the three of us first, then the four of us, kind of need to assess where we sit and what we want to do. So, if we maybe could go talk in private for a little bit, kind of get our affairs in order. I'd appreciate that if you would give us a moment.
You may have the moment, but be warned, your friend Korg and I have already reached an alliance, and it does not end well for your friend, Mr. Glisk.
That's fine. I've already said before. I don't necessarily care what happens to Glisk, as long as I get what I need from him first. Like I said, I have my own goals, and I don't want to necessarily meddle in politics where I am not I don't have a big stake in the political dealings of this city, and I don't want to meddle where I shouldn't be meddling.
You and your friends have a conversation, and I hope you reach an advantageous conclusion.
I appreciate it. Is she gonna leave the room, or should I ask her to leave
It
the
is
room?
technically her house.
Are you gonna leave or?
Okay, Guy, Tito, can we step outside for a bit?
Fucking Betty White died.
What?
Oh God.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, freaking John Madden, now Betty White.
Sorry, boys. That's a mega derail.
Well, I can't play anymore into these conditions. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
This is fuck, dude. Golden Girls? Not the fucking
Dude, I just saw something on Twitter about her yesterday, and I thought about it.
99.
Yeah, it said
Kill myself?
how she stays happy at 100 or something, and I was like, oh shit, she's still alive.
I'm so lucky to be in such good health at 100. Oh.
Rip.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yikes.
But still, she lived a good long life.
Oh, for sure, dude. 99 is... If I live to be 99, I'm pretty down with that. Alright, well.
Right. So I asked them if they want to go outside and discuss further.
To Tito and Guy.
And Guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of scoot over on my stomach.
Scoot over towards the outside.
Guy? The baby's gone.
Do you think we want to get Korg? I'd imagine this would concern him as well.
Let's I am suspicious of Korg. You've mentioned before you're suspicious of Korg, and now Tito is suspicious of Korg. So
I'm also suspicious of you.
apparently not suspicious enough to tell me before that you're suspicious of Korg.
I'm suspicious of both of you. You went in a lion's den and came back out alive, and said that he tasked you with killing
Do you think
a
this guy's
person in
just a
this
killing
group.
machine? We've been into his place. I've been 3 times now. You've been twice. You weren't worried about the second time about him killing you? Yeah, you went in with you 3 went without me.
Yes, I'm very concerned about him killing me both times. And you
Guess
went in
what?
there a third time and, alone, and were very adamant about no one following you.
Because
Why is that?
honesty is the best policy.
Then why did you care if anybody went with you? If you're going to be 100% honest,
I told you, because I don't trust Korg. I think that he is
then
dealing
don't
with
invite
people.
Korg.
You don't think Korg is
Why not
suspicious?
Tito?
If I
Is it
say-
suspicious of Tito?
You don't think
Huh?
because if I go, everyone but Korg can come with me. You don't think Korg's gonna get suspicious and maybe get with his big frog friend and have sick his frog on us?
I have to say, my presence can intimidate some of the people around here, I've noticed. So,
Not someone like Glisk.
Yeah, but I mean, his turtle weed clogs on my lungs and it gives me a raspy cough, and I have really bad asthma.
my asthma.
Let's go outside and talk. That's all we're gonna do is talk, and then guess what? We'll after we talk, we'll wake Korg up and we'll talk. Deal?
Sounds like a good idea.
Fine.
Yep, she can play JD. Alright, so we go outside.
Yep, the three of you make your way outside.
There's 50 ninjas waiting for us outside, so I draw my dagger.
Nope, there's no one waiting for you outside. You guys are, well, not that you can tell, but you're like, actually, I'll take all that back. Make a
Uh-oh.
perception check for me.
It's dragon.
Everyone or just him?
Oh, just him, because he was actively asking about it. From what you could tell, Zark, it does not appear that there's anyone out here spying on you, and it doesn't seem as if anyone from inside is currently hiding out or trying to eavesdrop on your conversation.
Okay. So, I want you guys to tell me how you're feeling right now. I've said my piece. I want to understand what you guys think and what you guys think our next move should be.
I'm a bit overwhelmed with all of the things I've seen in this world in my short time out of the village. So I honestly don't know what to make of any of this, but sadly I might have to say the one who turned me into a giant cabbage is the one I trust the most right now.
Right back at you, Tito.
My thinking is right now, I mean, I don't want to get overwhelmed with spreading ourselves too thin, join a political war as well as getting meteors and stuff like that. So I think for right now, we should continue on the meteor chase. And then I don't really want to get dragged into some sort of political war that, like I said, I mean, there's already been, I'm not going to point fingers about who has made misjudgments on character before, but I don't want to have misjudgments hanging over my head if I were to somehow help a necromancer that's raising the dead that's attacking a city of innocent people.
So in order to get what you want, we would have to betray Korg.
No, not necessarily.
What I want,
What I want, we need to get the meteor.
The necromancer we helped wasn't the one who raised the dead, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
No, I thought it was the one that we started fighting ran away.
There's only one necromancer.
Yeah.
She speculated. Lady May speculated that he was the one who made the darkness that the gnolls attacked from,
Mm-hmm.
and
She
she's
did do
speculating that he's the one who's like sending mobs and stuff to attack the city.
Oh, that other guy wasn't a necromancer, that's right.
What other guy?
The guy who stabbed the stone.
No, he was
No.
a necromancer.
that's not
It's the same guy.
That's Zarkon. They're the same guy. He is
But-
the necromancer.
No, the one that Korg's in league with, though, isn't him. He's in league with...
Correct. That is a
Yeah.
different person entirely who may or may not be a necromancer. You guys don't know at this
Okay,
point.
so... okay, never mind. I
He's
guess
not
I'll
giving
just
you
confuse-
reason to believe he is a necromancer. He is definitely some level of strong spellcaster, though, from what you saw.
I guess I don't see how we're betraying Korg, then, by... Like, I'm confused about the connection between Korg and the
So,
necromancer.
because I don't know
Claimed him as
exactly
an
who it
associate.
was. I don't know exactly who it was, but the three of you, Korg, Tito, and Guy, I believe, went to Glisk without Zarek. And while you were there, one of the three of you told Uso Glisk that Zarkon had the meteorite, which all three of you know is not true. And so now Glisk is ordering you guys to go fight or to go kill Zarkon and take the meteorite back from him, which you guys now know that Zarek just went to Glisk and said, hey, that's not true. That guy doesn't have the stone. This guy has the stone, who is Korg's associate. Does that make sense?
Now I
Yes,
see what
that's
you're saying. Yeah.
correct.
So that is where the problem is coming from, is that while no one is necessarily like lying, actions being taken are disadvantageous towards
Well, I mean,
people
they did
within the
lie
group.
when they said that Zarkon had the meteor.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
definitely lied
that's
about
true.
that.
I was more so talking about no one's lying in the moment right now. Was more so kind of what I was getting at.
And now Uso knows that Zarkon does not have the meteor.
I mean, do you guys know why we told Glisk? Or why you guys told Glisk that Zarkon had the meteor? Was I not part of some conversation as to why we didn't tell him that the Frogman had the meteor?
So he wouldn't kill us, and we could buy time?
But why would he... Someone has a meteor that's not us. Why would he kill us either way?
Because we failed.
We failed either way. I'm confused why he wouldn't kill us either way if he was going to kill us.
Because there's an opportunity to get it back if it's in Zarkon's hands.
But
And
Is
it's
there not an
someone that
opportunity
we
if the Frog Guy
don't
has it?
mind killing anyway.
But
Well-
if the Frog Guy has it, is there not an equal opportunity for us getting it back? Maybe even easier because apparently he's an associate of Korg.
I assumed that we were just buying time till we could come up with a plan to either escape or kill.
It seems
No, they-
weird to me to make it an unnecessary lie when it wouldn't change the outcome.
Because it's better than the truth.
How's it? I mean, we said that we didn't have the meteor, no matter what.
But we knew
So-
where the meteor was. We don't know where this other necromancer, or not, this friend of Korg's is.
But do we know where? We don't know where Zarkon is either.
And how are we gonna fight that big ass, frog
No,
ass,
they
eye
gave us a
ass bitch?
location.
He what?
They gave us a location for him.
They gave you guys a general location.
Would
yeah.
he would
Yeah, they
he
gave us a location, but we didn't know the location beforehand.
would he have not killed Korg right then and there?
I mean, Korg didn't have to claim he was an associate. I mean, apparently you guys have no problems lying to Glisk, so why not leave out that detail and say that there was some guy that showed up with the frog and took it?
I honestly don't care what we told Glisk. Glisk is not somebody who's going to be trusted. He's going to use you and then kill you because
But
it's
then-
easier.
Then why lie to him? Why throw in a necessary lie in there that doesn't help us at all?
Because it's directed at someone he already hates.
Who does he hate?
The Necromancer.
I mean,
We directed his hate to someone that he already
but
hates.
we didn't know going in that he hated the Necromancer. We didn't know he even knew the Necromancer.
It was a happy accident.
But it's not directed at someone from us, regardless.
It's not. I mean, what I'm saying though is that Korg said that that guy's an associate. We don't know how close. We don't know if it's his dad. We don't know anything about it. So I think Korg is trying to save his hind because I think he has some bigger dealing in this that you guys are just turning a blind eye to. That maybe he's trying to do something nefarious with that meteor that, and turn it on us.
Like, why?
It just
I
seems fishy.
actually did say that he was my mentor and explained that young lichens take a mentor.
Oh, okay.
This is
Well,
true.
Well, I was knocked out for that, so I was just going off what Guy told me when he recapped, and I don't know what he told me, what he didn't tell me.
I think the point is, I don't want to help Glisk. I don't think he should have the meteor just as much as...
I mean, you were
Just
just fine.
fine helping a necromancer.
No, I wasn't fine. I didn't know he was a necromancer until he tried to kill us. I wasn't like, oh, great, this guy who's trying to kill us.
But
So
so
far, Glisk hasn't tried to kill us.
He hasn't? What about those ninjas?
He hired the ninjas to attack May.
And we were there. And how do you know he wasn't trying to kill us? For fraternizing.
Because
he said that those.
Because
he said, well, listen, he said that those ninjas attacked preemptively. They weren't even ordered to attack.
he says.
Yeah, I mean, so you're gonna choose to believe May but not believe Glisk?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because Glisk is part of the Black Hand. He's an obvious bad guy.
How is he obviously a bad guy?
Have you not talked with the people we talked to, the farmer, the carriage driver?
I
They're all
certainly get
terrified
a,
of the Black Hand.
I get a more genuine feeling from our more recent friends here. They feel much more natural.
I'm just saying, you guys said the same thing about the necromancer before he turned out to be a necromancer.
Yeah, but May put her life on the line to help the people. Glisk was nowhere to be found. None of his black hands were there to help. It was just her. What reason would she do that for? They didn't know we were
I
there.
just think you guys are too quick to jump and join sides.
I think you're too quick to join sides with Glisk.
I'm not joining a side. I'm completing a mission that I took from Glisk, the same mission that you took, and are so quick to jump off of.
I'm very quick to jump off for someone who wants to murder people.
Did he tell you what his plans were with the meteor when he went back?
No, but honestly, I don't care. I knew what I was signing on to get this mission. I was gonna get the meteor, and that was it.
Glisk is not someone I'm about to help, regardless of what you say.
And also, you keep saying Glisk is a member of the Black Hand. He's not. He said he works for the Black Hand. He's not a member of the Black Hand.
It's semantics at this point.
Is it?
He's not a good guy.
I mean, I think you're quick to judge character when you don't know the full story.
That just means he can be bought, not won over for merit.
Then you don't know him any better than we do.
Exactly, and I know he paid us to do something, and so
I
mean,
can't be bought.
Then why did you take the contract?
It was my mission to find a great force of evil, unnatural something in the world. I don't know. The prophecy teller was not very clear. So I'm pretty much looking for anything I can that seems like it might fit. And a
Stumble
big
onto
ass meteor.
this big menacing guy's place and say, "Oh yeah, I'll go find this meteor for you and give it to you."
I saw the meteor. I was just looking for some help on trying to figure out what's going on because this fucking place confuses me.
So Zark, what is your plan then?
I want to go get the meteor.
And
What do you mean and? What and is it?
after we get this meteor, then what?
Then I go home.
So we give the meteor to Glisk.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not on board with that.
Well, I mean, what do you want to do with the meteor? May has said nothing about wanting the meteor, so what do you want to do with it?
We can talk to her about it, but I'm
Well,
way more inclined to help her than Glisk. I'm not helping out Glisk.
we also don't know if Korg's mentor is benevolent.
Yeah, we know very little about this poor guy.
I'm just saying we don't know that we can't trust him with the meteor. He seemed pretty capable of
But the fact
defending
that Korg is withholding information from us.
But to get the meteor from one guy we don't trust to give it to another guy that I don't trust, I'm not going to do that.
But the thing is, I need what I mean, the whole reason I took this mission from Glisk is to get the payout that I need.
I'm sure there's other ways. Glisk isn't the only super powerful person there
But
is.
this is the only way that I for sure know works.
Yeah,
He showed me when I went that he has what I need.
but it's not worth giving him the meteor and having him do
is it
whatever he
not
wants
worth
with
it?
it.
Why is it not worth it?
Because it'll end in people dying.
People are gonna die already. People are gonna die no matter who gets it. People are dying because Zarkon's attacking the city. Why is that not a bigger deal? We're gonna go. I mean, you said we're gonna get the meteor from Zarkon. Zarkon doesn't have the meteor, so we're just gonna go and I don't know what the plan was. You want her back, or are you about to leave? Okay. 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 Yeah.
so much easier in the village.
I'm saying I don't know what your guys' plan was. I mean, that's why I wanted to talk to you guys to see what your plan was, because to me,
I would much rather work with Lady May.
what though?
We don't know what she wants.
Yeah, we have to talk to her, but I'm not helping Glisk.
So we're just leaving the meteor, not doing the meteor anymore?
I don't know what you expect and how to get this meteor back.
Korg knows.
It was
knows where
in by a
is.
giant thing, and the guy disappeared.
Yeah,
So,
but Korg, it's Korg's mentor. You think Korg doesn't know where it is?
But I'm not
Okay.
giving the meteor to Glisk.
just let me clarify. You want to betray Korg and his mentor and somehow get it back from
No, I
At
don't want to.
least the
I don't want to
defense.
betray them. when did I ever say I want to betray them?
Well, how else do you think they're gonna give it up?
I mean, isn't it a betrayal to us when they kind of took the meteor and haven't mentioned that Korg hasn't mentioned that he knows where it is?
It is, but I mean, we can't beat that guy with that big ass monster.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how you
guys
expect.
You guys seem to be scared of Glisk and Glisk killing you, but you guys said that we'd get him the meteor, but you conveniently lied about where the meteor was, and you don't have a plan on how to get the meteor. So he's still gonna kill you if you're worried about him killing you.
Yeah, I'm not working for him though. Why would I work for someone I'm afraid that's going to kill me?
You are working for him. You took the job from him. You are working for him.
Yeah, not anymore.
Oh, did you go tell him you're not working for him anymore?
I'm not an idiot. No.
Then guess what? He still assumes you're working for him.
I don't care what he assumes. I'm not going to give him that when I know he's just going to kill me after. He has no...
But now he knows that you know about the meteor. So if you don't bring it to him, he's going to kill you anyways because you know too much.
Yeah, but I'm not going to bring him the meteor, so it makes it easier for him to kill me. He's already going to send guys after us, apparently. I mean, he has to deal with the traitors.
Glisk is even the one who wants the meteor. I'm assuming it's the person above him because he's getting paid.
It's not going to happen. If that's what your goal is, I'm not giving him the meteor. There has to be some other way.
Other way to what?
To get what you need to get. But for me, I'm not helping it if it means giving the meteor over to Glisk.
Tito, what do you say?
I don't know. Tito hits the pipe a lot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get Korg up and see what he wants to do.
Oh, it's about to get fucking spicy.
All right. So I guess no one else says anything. It's just silent. I go back inside.
Tito and David are both genuinely confused right
and
now.
while I'm inside, so they have an opportunity to talk amongst themselves. Guy and Tito do.
True. Yeah.
So if there's anything you guys want to say in private.
Well, Guy, you seem to understand this place better than I. What do you really think about this? Because I'm definitely leaning towards Lady May and definitely not helping the Black Hand. I've killed mortals. I don't know if you remember those things we were fighting, but our weapons actually passed through them, and then that big ass thing just ate them. And I don't think there's a single thing we could do to them.
No, it's just people being selfish. People trying to get power. And it just doesn't work when you're trying to give power to evil people. And I think Lady May is not evil. I think that she's lost a lot. Sure, she's angry, but I think she doesn't seem like one that wants power just to have power.
But I do have to say we do have to deal with the meteor. So are you suggesting we maybe bring her into the meteor deal?
I assume she knows about the meteor, JR. I'd imagine I would have.
Lady May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, yes, I said like, oh, we fill her in on everything, but I think that would have been something that we...
Yeah, if you think that's something you would have filled her in on, that's totally fine then, since you just said kind of went it with just like a default exposition.
Yeah, so Lady May already knows that.
No, I mean bringing her in to like take possession or, I don't know, deal with it somehow, because I don't know what to do with that unnatural thing.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, now that Zarek has told, we don't really have a whole lot of time. We can't buy a whole lot of time to figure this out. I mean, and that was the whole point of lying, is that we could take time, take care of the necromancer, and then figure out what to do. But now, you know, we have to make a decision now, and things aren't going to come to a head before we're ready.
This is true. Shit, I don't know.
I was inside. I pushed Korg. Try to wake him up.
Or you are slowly woken up by Zarek standing over top of you, kind of nudging you awake.
Hey, big guy. We need to talk about the next steps.
Is it dark outside still?
Yeah.
Why can't this wait until the morning? I am
Because
tired.
we have a ticking clock, and we need to make our next move.
I haven't seen any clocks here.
I mean, I think fine. If you want to sleep, we can. I mean, we might not be here when you wake up because we gotta go.
Where do you have to go in such a hurry?
I mean, are we gonna go overthrow a tyrannical government? Are we gonna go find a meteor? Are we gonna go kill a necromancer? I mean, these are all time-sensitive deals here.
None of which we can do without rest.
I mean, we're all just fine right now.
That's why I'm resting, because I am not fine.
I mean, do you
I
want to
died
have?
once and nearly died a second time last night.
But do you want to have a hand in the decision that gets made
Sure,
for what we do?
Just don't decide until morning.
This dude wants to sleep.
And I just like frustratingly just walk out of the room, and then go back outside. Korg doesn't want to wake up and talk about what to do. So I guess we have to wait for his input until the morning.
Do you think we're safe here?
So had what? Had what?
Do you think... Oh, what?
That was so rude. That was a good question, David.
Wait, what did you say?
Do you think we're safe here?
I don't know why we wouldn't be, because, like I said, Glisk is... There's no reason for him to come after us right now, because we're working a mission for him.
I don't know.
But didn't he say to take care of the traders?
Take care of the traders? Oh, I mean, yeah, but...
We don't know.
I mean, the only person who is for sure a traitor right now is that frog, because it's stealing the rock.
I mean, here.
Korg is a traitor.
Not necessarily.
He asked you to kill Korg.
He didn't ask me to kill Korg.
He said kill the traders. Traders is a very, you can interpret that however you want. He never
Specifically said kill. I mentioned Korg by name. I said that it was his associate, but he didn't say
kill
kill Korg.
Korg. He said kill the traders. Right now, I don't know who a traitor is.
So context clues would mean that if there's traitors, one of them is at least Korg.
What has Korg done to betray us
Right now.
He lied about... All of us have lied about it, and he now knows that we lied to him because of you.
Yeah,
we
pretty much.
just betrayed him. That's a definition of traitors.
I mean,
I didn't know you guys were willingly lying to him. I thought Korg
I said that, and then you guys were
Were we unwillingly lying to him?
yeah?
Were we under a spell?
No, but like
by not knowing.
So we're as safe here as anything, since we may now have people after the three of us. So that's what I'm going to assume.
I mean, I don't think he's sending one after you guys because he told me to deal with the traitors. So I don't plan on killing you guys anytime soon. So why would, if he sent me to kill you guys, why would he send more people?
Anytime soon.
Because he has a bunch of people to do it. He's not going to send one guy to do it.
A good blacksmith always keeps more than one iron in the fire.
Oh shit.
My point exactly. He's not a stupid guy. He's very smart. He's going to make sure this gets done.
And for all we know, there are other people looking for Lady May. I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
I mean, she can defend herself. She's a dragon. I don't get why. I mean, the people think that she should rule just because she's a dragon. Not that she has any experience or anything. That's just because she's a dragon and she is the best.
She doesn't have experience?
Isn't she old as fuck?
yeah, but her
She's
parents,
hundreds of years old.
yeah, but
Her parents died. She wasn't ruling the land before. Her parents died and Glisk took over.
Yeah, but is
If
he
you
a dragon?
know that he has a vial, we can take that and reproduce it.
Okay? We talked about going in before, and you said, and I potentially said, hey, why don't we fight Glisk? And you guys were so scared to fight him. Now you're wanting to go steal a vial from him? Like that's all of a sudden possible?
Yes, we don't need to work for him if we know he has the vial.
I'm saying you were so scared of confronting him before, physically,
And now you're thinking that we can go and
We
just steal the
didn't
vial?
have allies before then.
Okay, you think that a dragon needs our help in taking care of Glisk. You think that we are going to be able to stand up to the power of a dragon?
I would assume so. If she was so powerful, or powerful enough, why wouldn't she have done it already?
Let me ask you, do you think you're as powerful as a dragon?
I know I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not. If we know he has the vial, I'm
might
even
be.
less inclined to work for him.
If you wait, you're less inclined to work if he has. Yeah, the thing is, the vial is only one.
Yes, and it
dose.
can be reproduced.
Can it?
Yes,
Do you know the formula for his secret sauce?
it can be found out. And how do you know that he's the only one that knows about it? Sir?
I don't know.
Mr. Scientist?
I don't know.
Know if he knows. I mean, the thing is, he's the person I know who knows. So I have found what I've been searching for months. And you want me to just go and have to search for more months?
When I found
Not
it,
if we get the vial. It can be reproduced.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can't just look at what's in the
juice and immediately know
what
what
it's made of.
Okay, then not necessarily is he going to give you more.
All I'm saying is that's my best chance right now.
I'd say there are a lot better chances.
A bird in hand is worth 5 in the water.
We have 0 birds and no hands.
He has a bird.
One dragon's worth 5 birds.
I'm just saying it's kind of. I find it kind of also weird with May's story that she can't fight off. She's a dragon. Why does she need our help, non-dragons? Does that raise some suspicions to you guys?
No. You're talking about suspicious people, and you're working for the most suspicious person.
I mean, you were working for him before too.
I'm not anymore.
I've never seen a dragon, but I'm pretty sure I could beat her.
Okay, Tito.
Speaking of which, if we do ever get the chance, I want to get a sample so I could use her as a totem. But I still think I would trust her more with this strange meteor if we're picking somebody to give it to.
Me as well.
Who said that we're Who said that Korg's apprentice is even going to want to give it up? Or Korg's associate's going to want to give it up?
Then what
Well,
is your
that's
plan?
also true.
You've been saying to give it up and, to get this.
I'm saying that he took it from us without even asking. He just came and took it. So we just let him have it?
So, or we just let somebody else just as suspicious have it, is what you're saying.
I'm saying I have
Just as evil.
I have needs riding on giving it to the man who initially asked us to get it.
And you're short-sighted, yes.
How am I short-sighted?
There can be other ways to accomplish that goal. There's never just one way.
Yeah, but this is the fastest way. And if you haven't noticed, it's kind of a time-sensitive issue.
And it's not even the easiest way.
I mean, do you have what's an easier way?
Well, hold
Going
on.
there and taking the vial.
What if...
And reproducing it.
If you can bring me the vial, I will gladly take it and skedaddle
Hold
out
on.
of here and
Hold
be
on.
done and not meddle anymore. Because that's
Tito-
all I'm after.
Tito's getting something. The turtle weed's hitting different. What if we convince Korg and his master to forfeit the meteor? Give him an ultimatum. Dragon gets the meteor. Otherwise, Dragon can attack Big Eye Monster thing that I have no idea how to hurt. So then, once she has the meteor, perhaps that'll give her the power
She
to
hasn't
beat
said
the
she
shit
wants
out
the
of...
meteor.
Well,
What
we're gonna
makes you
convince
assume
her.
that she wants the meteor?
Can you imagine a super dragon?
I don't know if that's going to do anything. I don't know how dragons and meteors work.
I'm pretty sure super dragon.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I've never actually seen a dragon. But from what I've heard, they're pretty big, bad, and scary. So that's why I'm just so confused why Big Bag Dragon can't take out a little old man by himself. Because why couldn't she just go dragon mode and then just burn this whole palace down? Boom, done.
Well, her parents obviously got killed, so they're not invulnerable.
I didn't say they're invulnerable, but I mean it's one guy against the dragon.
But the point is, I'm not helping Glisk. I mean, we're going around and around in circles. I'm not going to take a meteor from one super powerful shady guy just to hand it over to another super shady guy.
I mean, giving it to this Lady May, you know nothing. I mean, you know what she's told you.
She's more trustworthy than either of those two.
Is she?
Yes. She has tried to murder me 0 times.
I think you're just too quick to trust people. That's all I'm saying.
So you want me to give a meteor to someone who said, take care of the traitors, who wants you to kill me?
I think you're meddling too much in political matters that don't affect us.
It does affect me. He's trying to kill me now.
Yeah, but I mean, Zarkon's trying to kill you too. Like, I don't know. I mean,
He's not trying to kill me.
The faster we complete our mission and get out of here, the faster we don't have to worry about people killing us anymore. Shh.
Yeah, for me, it's not going to happen. We go around and around, but at the end of the day, I'm not giving or helping give him the meteor. Now, getting the meteor is one thing, but I'm not giving it to him.
Okay, so you're on board for getting the meteor.
Not unless we have something to do with it.
Well, you just said you're on board with getting the meteor.
Not unless we have something to do with it.
Okay, what do you want to do with it then?
I don't know yet, but I'm not giving it to Glisk.
Okay.
I know you're hard on the Glisk train right now and trying to convince us to help someone who's now trying to murder the 3 of us, but it's not going to happen. He's already trying to kill us. He knows that.
I mean, you said
he knows that we're traitors
he
because
was not
of
trying
you.
to kill you. He
Yes,
did
he
not
is.
call the order
Okay.
to have you guys attack.
So
He was trying to attack. He
Okay.
had planned to attack May.
Sure thing. Anyway, I'll go back inside and talk with May.
Super dragon.
If they still want to talk.
Yeah. Sorry, I actually muted myself when I thought I was unmuting myself. Lady May is sitting inside with Ichiro and Jiro. They're just kind of hanging out, shooting the shit, waiting for you guys to come back from your conversation. She looks up as you enter the room. Well, how are things going?
Not good. I think Glisk is trying to kill the 3 of us because they now know that we lied about the meteor. And Zarek is wanting us to get the meteor and give to Glisk, which I don't think it's smart to give a meteor to someone that's trying to murder us. He seems to think otherwise. I don't even know if we could get the meteor.
I don't know how capable we are of getting it either. I don't know much about this group that Korg works with. I've not heard of them before now.
Incredibly powerful is my first impression.
I don't know what the next play is, but I am no use against Glisk. If you all wish to
What is that?
What is what?
Why aren't you any use against Glisk?
The same reason my parents were of no use against him. Glisk is what we call a dragon binder. They are a type of sorcerer or sorceress that spends their lives devoted to controlling dragonkin. It is the same reason I have not taken my dragon form in many years now. When Glisk first came here, on the day he killed my parents, he bound me to my human form, stuck to be a young child forever. He could have killed me, but he keeps me around as some sort of little plaything for himself.
Okay, Tito walks in and says, "Would a meteor change that?"
What are you suggesting? You want to turn me into some sort of super dragon?
Oh my god. Yes. Just Tito lets out a huge puff of turtle weed and says yes.
Right. I can see where your head is at. Well, I must admit, should you be able to produce a large piece of the Evermoon like that, I don't know what it would do, but I can't imagine it would hurt. Since everyone's after it, it must certainly do something. Though if I was going to make a suggestion, perhaps you could find what you need to prove to your friend what Glist's true intentions are if you sneak into his estate. I grew up there, and I can give you a decent point of entry if you're interested in such a task.
Well, we would probably have to convince the one who wants to work with him to do that. He's definitely the sneakiest one of us.
It seems that he's in need of something. I wish I was in a better position to help. Has he divulged to the two of you what it is that he seeks?
He seems to have some sort of sickness that I guess his people share. He's trying to cure it for them, and Glisk promised him a vial to aid him in this quest. I'm not even sure if he said it would cure it. But I don't even know if we can believe him that he has anything. Might as well just kill us when we're done bringing him the meteor.
I certainly think that's what he intends to do. I have no trust in him, though I have a very different experience with him than you all do. I'd not be the least bit surprised if you completed all of his tasks to the T, and you still ended up dead afterwards.
Would I have a good idea if something like that could be reproduced? That medicine?
I mean,
Imagine that you don't know what the medicine is, you wouldn't know.
But do I
Yeah.
know that there's some
You-
stuff
you-
that
you
can't
know what
be
disease is.
reproduced?
I mean, so you're a man of science. It's kind of like your whole thing is an artificer, so you have like a level of confidence in it that others probably don't. And to you, the idea of a medicine or a potion being unreplaceable or like something that you can't create again seems unlikely. If anything, the hiccups that you think you run into would be something that would make it unreplaceable would be how valuable or rare the materials might be. But in your mind, as long as you have the materials and like the know-how to get there, it should be replaceable just fine, you know? But other people might not hold that opinion who trust science less than someone like you.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I guess the biggest thing is you have no reason to believe that you couldn't replicate it. At least as of right now, but you don't know
Okay,
very much
fair
about
enough.
it at the same time.
Fair enough. So I guess we have to get Korg in the conversation.
Good luck with
Go to
that.
Korg's room.
From what I heard, he's taking a rather large nap.
I'll wake him up.
All right, Corey, you're slowly woken up again to Guy standing over you, pushing you awake.
Is it light yet?
No.
Still dark.
What's with you people in the dark?
We need to talk. We need to figure out what we're gonna do.
That's what the rat said. Why can't this wait until morning?
I take out a little potion and I pour it on, I guess, a rock or something that I'm holding, and I'll throw it on his bed, and it smells like a rotting corpse.
Yeah,
We gotta go.
Oh, dang, and he has a really good nose,
I'll
too.
Jump out. You're disgusting.
Yeah, then just let's go.
Some of us
It's not gonna
need
take
to
long.
sleep.
Yeah, and some of us need to talk.
We can't do both.
Well, then let's go and talk.
Fine.
So messed up.
Let's talk then.
And do you lead Korg outside, back outside, so it's just the 4 of you again?
So I guess it would be with Lady May.
Okay, Zark, are you still hanging out outside, or did you come inside at this point?
Well, I was standing outside, and
Yeah.
I was gonna make a point at some point to try to just go to bed, but I guess it he I guess caught me as I was heading to bed, and I see that Korg's up.
It's not like it's the biggest house in the world that Lady May has right now. Everything's
I just
relatively
don't know how long I was
connected.
standing outside for.
Not more than a couple of minutes.
Then yeah, so at some point I don't know where that would have been in their conversation. I walk inside and go to bed, but I don't know if it'd probably just be easiest if as Korg was walking out is when I was going to bed, and then I see Korg coming out, and then I
Stay
go
up
with
at
them.
that point.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. So you notice that guy has somehow persuaded, we'll use, Korg to come out and have a conversation with everyone else. And you catch this and join the rest of the group, leaving all 7 of you awake in the main living space of Lady May's home.
Oh.
We have to talk about the big elephant in the room, and it all centers around that meteor that your mentor has.
I don't know anything about it more than you do.
Why, but can't you call that guy up and be like, "Where's the media?"
I don't know where he lives.
You don't. Yeah, but you can't talk to him somehow. You don't have his address to send a pigeon to or something. You can't use wolf telepathy or something.
No, does it look like I carry pigeons either?
I mean,
Why don't you smell him out and then?
then how do you ever talk to your mentor?
He comes to me.
He comes to you. Can you just yell, "Hey, mentor, I need you"?
Sure. Hey, mentor, I need you. And then I glare at him.
So how long is he gonna till he shows up?
I don't know.
So there's no way you can contact him.
That's correct.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll a deception check for us, Korg.
Oh, he was lying to us the entire time?
Oh, that's guy's insight. Yikes.
Jeez. Oh, it was almost 20.
It was close.
Man, and I have +4 for that. What good is that?
Well, Guy has +3, so you guys are pretty close. Unfortunately, he just got the better roll. It seems as if Korg is not being entirely truthful about that statement, Guy.
So you're telling me that lightning bolt that you did last time didn't do anything? That's not how you
Oh yeah,
you
well,
summon him,
bolt,
or
I'm
because
sure.
it seems very.
did you say
You were
just
signaling your
in the nick
people
of
when you did
time,
that? I think
you
you said
know.
you signaled your people when you did that.
Listen, that was a last-ditch effort to save our hides. That's
Well,
not
guess
like
what?
a
Our hides
greeting.
need saving now because apparently Glisk is coming out to kill you guys.
So you'd like me to shoot a lightning bolt where we just got attacked into the sky?
No,
Which-
I've already explained to Guy that attack was a misunderstanding.
Hmm.
And
Apparently, if this guy is your mentor, he could probably kill anyone that comes to try to attack us.
I don't know.
You'll know.
Fine. I'll go outside and I'll cast Eldritch Blast into the sky again.
Okay. Korg shoots up a large
800
bolt of
ninjas
electricity
arrive on scene.
up into the air. Watches it sparks high up into the air before it dissipates.
Oh, dude, he did 10 damage to the sky.
Whoa! It was almost a crit.
Wait, I thought you shot cast Eldritch Blast.
Well, how long are you guys going to wait
Right,
outside
its
for?
flavor does lightning.
So,
Tito's
Korg,
just
when does this guy show up?
"Whoa."
I just told you, I don't know. Whatever he decides to.
but he
His
Korg,
schedule.
you're lying again.
I'm not lying.
How many people are standing outside? Just the 4 of you?
I am.
I follow. Yeah, when he did that.
Followed him.
Oh yeah, I am. I had to see
I don't know
that
if May
lightning.
followed or not.
No, the other three stay inside and wait. They're kind of this is y'all's thing, and they're just kind of letting it unravel, you know?
The little girl's like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, they have no idea what's going on. They thought you guys were gonna be good allies and you're gonna help each other kill Glisk, and now everything is just like going shit up for them and they don't know what's happening. Okay.
So where we're at right now is we have two people who want to help two pretty shady people. And Korg,
Two
you
different shady
haven't
people.
discussed what your mentor's plans are for that meteor or anything, or what your plans are. I mean, you pretty consistently lied.
Not to butt in, you just, when we asked how are you going to get the meteor, you just said, we'll figure it out.
Zarek, you're no better than he is. You want to give the meteor to someone just as shady.
With my plans.
I'm honest with you guys and telling you what I want to do.
Yes, you're honest in telling us that now there's a madman trying to murder the three of us. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you for being honest about that.
Do you know what Korg's intentions are with the meteor?
Or his mentor's intentions are with the meteor?
No, but you're no better. We're now being hunted by the guy that you want to help.
No one said that they're
Okay.
hunting you.
Okay. At this point, two things happen.
We all die.
Guy and Zarek both fall unconscious. Right where they're standing.
Great.
Falling to the ground.
Whoa.
Tito, you find some sort of magical effect that tries to take hold of you and knock you unconscious into a deep slumber, but with your raw constitution and fat HP pool, you find that it is unable to. You get a little woozy on your feet for a second, and Korg, you watch as a dark-robed or dark-hooded figure scales the wall behind you all and begins to rush up towards you. We've only got a minute. What do you need?
I don't know. You knocked him out. He wanted to speak to Maximilian about, things.
Well, I think we need the meteor. We would like the meteor.
He'll bring this up with Maximilian. We'll be in contact once he's made his decision.
Is there a time frame on that? This guy gets real uppity if I don't tell him everything I know immediately right away.
I'm
It's
heading
kind
back to
of
him
annoying.
now. I don't
thank
know
you.
how long it will take Maximilian to make a decision. I will not rush him. That choice is his.
We might need help with Gus.
With Glisk? You said what you said?
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
Thank you.
And in the strangest fantasy hit and run ever, he's gone again, rushing over the wall, hopping out into the distance again.
Does me being unconscious count as a long rest if I just stay unconscious until morning?
No. And Guy and Zarek, you both wake up a minute later,
Dang it.
feeling woozy and clearly aware that you were under the effect of some sort of spell.
Oh, so you can't call them, right?
Listen, it's never done that before.
I
Really?
say, what was that? Because I don't know what went on.
Oh, as you requested, I attempted to summon them, and an emissary was sent. I relayed your request, and as I told you, he will get back to me.
You didn't tell us.
Tito.
You specifically told us that nothing would happen when you did that,
No,
and now I have a giant headache.
I mean, that
I
was
said I
basically
don't
what
control
happened.
when he contacts me.
No, you said you did not have a way to contact him.
Right. I
Clearly,
never talked to him directly.
okay.
It certainly seemed to be a routine thing, I have to say, but my head hurts too.
I mean, the response time was impeccable, so
it was pretty fast. Y'all fell over like a sack of bricks too.
Why did you do that when you were fighting that bear?
Listen, there's a lot of things I don't know. I'm just a young lichen.
but I say that we try to go against Glisk at least.
How about before we even make rash decisions like that, we just step one, find out where the meteor is.
Okay, how do you go about that?
Maximilian has the meteor.
Okay. Yeah, but do you know
Where
where
Maximilian is?
No, that's not my job.
Exactly.
Why is that step one?
Because to obtain the meteor, we have to know where the meteor is.
Okay, step one, find the meteor. We found it. We know where it's at.
No,
Step
we
two.
I don't know where it's at. Where is it?
Tell me-
So
tell me, Mr. Big Brain, Big Nose Man, where's the meteor?
We're not giving the meteor to Gliss.
I didn't
Say
say
anything about giving it to
But
Gliss.
I'm saying that right now,
So what's
Our
step
interests
two?
are aligned.
step one,
We both know we need to find out where the meteor is.
Step two.
Step 2?
Step
Obtain
one
the
is
meteor.
completed because
No, we
can
don't-
contact
we don't know
the
where it is.
owner
Okay,
of the
obtain it.
meteor.
Then step three.
Step 1, we haven't completed yet because we don't know where the meteor is.
Step three.
What?
step three.
Then what do you plan on doing with the meteor?
Well,
Why worry about that yet when we don't even have it?
or
That's speculating at that point. What
Because-
happens if we can't get it?
what happens if
Because
we
here's
can't
the
get it?
thing, Mr.
I
Sketchy
say we don't
Rat
deal
Man.
with the meteor right now.
You say what?
That we don't deal with the meteor right now. I say we deal with Glisk. I couldn't care less about the meteor right now.
Well, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to ask for help with Glisk. But I did manage to sneak it in there. I kind of asked for the meteor first, so...
I think we need to deal with Glisk. He has something that we want.
What do you have that you want?
I mean, doesn't he have that vial?
Yes, but a single vial is no use to me.
Okay, then we'll have to find another way. Unless you want to go out on your own, you can grab the meteor and you can give it to the guy that's trying to kill the three of us.
Okay,
You said you know where the meteor is. Where's the meteor so I can go get it?
I don't care about the meteor.
I'm not
You just
gonna
said you know
tell
where it
you.
is.
I couldn't care less about the meteor. And I'm certainly not going to go and try to find it just to give to a murderer.
Well, then it
Try to
appears
convince everyone else
we are at an impasse.
otherwise. I mean, but I'm not going to give something super powerful to someone that's going to kill me. I have no reason to. Lady May is the only one that hasn't tried to kill me in the past 3 days.
yet.
But she easily could have. So,
Promise you I have no intentions of trying to kill any of you as long as you do not act against
did she
me.
come
or my
outside?
is she outside now?
Oh, that's right. You guys went back outside. No, I thought you were inside having this conversation.
No, we were outside
So
still
because
because
we just woke up
Oh,
from the
okay.
thing.
Okay, that's right. You're right. You're right. My bad. She's not there. She doesn't say that.
You guys can do what you want, but I will have no part in killing my only chance.
Okay. Then I'll walk back inside then to Lady May.
It's going well out there, it doesn't seem like.
No. Tunnel vision.
Is there no way for both of you to get what you want? Is he unwilling to move against Glisk to try to capture what he needs?
Yes, he is unwilling, even just to get the vial to try to reproduce it. He does not want to do anything against him. He actually wants to help him become more powerful.
I'm not sure how he's going to do that. It seems as if the task Glisk wants you to perform appears to be impossible for your current situation.
Correct. I guess he just wants to ask for the meteor nicely. I don't know. So that he can give it to someone else. I'm not sure what he plans on doing. And he hasn't really told that with us, how he plans to get the meteor and why he wants. I mean, it just seems to be tunnel vision. I mean, and we're not going to help someone that's going to try to kill us, so we're kind of at an impasse.
Right as you finish saying this, there's a massive rumble that shakes the entire foundation of the house you're standing on, or standing within. For those of you standing outside, Korg, Tito, and Zarek, you were greeted with a massive frog behemoth landing directly in front of you, falling hundreds of feet from the sky above, with a resounding thud and a slam as dust and snow billow up into the air all around you.
I'd like to approach Bessie and offer a hug.
As you do, the mouth just kind of spits open and this long tongue just unravels, revealing Maximilian standing at the top of it. who kind of begins to descend the tongue like it was some sort of escalator that he's working his way down. Ah, young Korg.
See you there.
I hear from one of my associates you wish to have a word with me, young one. Is that true?
Not me, but the rat. Point over my shoulder.
At this point, Lady May, Jiro, and Ichiro, I'm assuming Guy as well, come rushing outside to see what's going on.
Yes.
Greetings, Lady May. I apologize for my intrusion upon your land, but one of my comrades summoned me here, and I must respond to his call. I'm sure you understand. She just kind of looks up at him in bewilderment. Who are you? My name is Maximilian, Lady May. Maximilian of the Iron Blood. But worry not. Me and my friend here will be out of your property soon enough. So, what questions did you have of me?
I don't think I've ever talked to this guy, right? I've never actually seen him. I guess I'm trying to think because I passed out.
You might have caught like a glimpse of him or something like that.
I think it was like a fade to black moment when he got here.
Yeah, I don't. There wasn't like he pretty much got here and left with Korg very quickly afterwards. So
yeah. So, I approach, and I'm like, "Hello, Mr. Maximilian, or should I call you Mr. Blood or Mr. Iron Blood?"
Maximilian will do just fine.
Okay, Mr. Maximilian. What are your intentions with this media?
Well, me and my friends, loose term, we're looking to ascertain as much information about the power of such a thing. Unfortunately, by the time we got to this one, it had already been tainted and we had to dispose of it. We were left with little more than a small sample that Korg was able to provide for us. And he pulls it out of his pocket, and it's just that little rock or piece of stone that Korg found previously that caused all the arguments just a long time ago in real time, but only a handful of days ago in game time. And he tosses it back towards Korg. But we've found everything that we need from it.
So, you saying that...
So he's trying to say that they don't have any more of the moon left, and that's all that he has?
I was gonna ask. So so you're saying that the other part of the moon, it's lost its power because it's been corrupted?
It didn't lose its power. It was contaminated with some sort of necromancy.
Are we supposed to be seeing something?
Oh yeah, I guess you guys can't.
We don't have vision on this one.
I didn't.
It's a picture of him, I'm guessing.
No token vision.
Oh,
There you
go.
You had that box checked.
So when you say corrupted, does it still have power?
It has nothing now. It's been destroyed.
Okay, then here's a compromise. Please tell me you guys... Wait, when you say destroyed, do you mean like gone?
I mean vaporized. Gone.
Oh, and then I just immediately just start pacing around.
It brought nothing but death and destruction everywhere. Everywhere we took it, it would take the souls and rip them out of nearby people, turning them into those specters. We were able to research it for a mere hour before its power got out of control, and it had to be destroyed. Every bit of research we've been doing is on that small stone I gave back to Korg, but I fear we have figured everything we can from such a small piece.
Is it gonna steal my soul?
No, this was just fine. It was that necromancer who did something to the other one. I don't know what type of magic he had on that sword, but it certainly cursed it. This piece appears to be just fine. I would assume that it fell off before the necromancer cursed the larger piece.
It is accurate.
I rolled an insight of 11.
I'm trying to see if he's lying.
Yeah, but I'm sure with 11, I have no idea.
Yeah, Maximilian is a very difficult individual to read. You are guessing he's telling the truth, but you also are very confident that this man is very skilled at lying and holding his expression to be exactly what you want to think it is.
Hey, Tito just blurts out, "Would you mind helping us kill someone?"
And why would I do that?
He's a threat to your youngling here.
Roll a persuasion check for me, Tito.
Hell yeah. Oh no.
I fear I am a busy man, and I do not always have the ability to battle with everyone that I want. I will offer guidance and assistance to the young one in any way that I can, though he must learn to fight his battles for himself.
Could you teach him something pretty fucking special real quick? Because we're gonna need it. Or maybe lend us Bessie? Bessie's good.
It depends on the situation. What are you trying to do? Raw power? Subterfuge? Deception? What is it that you wish to accomplish, young one?
If she could just eat Uso Glisk, that'd be great.
Froghemoth is strong, but she is no match for a dragonbinder.
Oh.
I would suggest you all avoid a direct confrontation with Mr. Glisk. Dragonbinders are not typically those to be trifled with, at least not for what it seems you a lot are capable of. If
I
you
would
want
like to
Go ahead.
to look at Zarek with a furrowed brow and like a squint. And that's it.
I want to be like I'm becoming like frantic now, and like
Like you're
almost
having
like
like a schizophrenic,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
panic attack kind of deal.
pretty much, yeah. I'm like talking to myself and like talking to like voices that are just talking like I'm talking to someone, but like there's no one there, obviously.
Something seems to be wrong with your friend, young one. And he kind of
Yes,
notions over towards Zarek.
He's been doing this a lot lately. He says it's some sort of problem he's got that only Gliss can solve. Apparently there's a potion Glisk has. He needs more of it.
What type of potion is it that you seek, frantic one?
And I'm just like frantically moving around like the tribe. Stop talking, gotta save the tribe.
It seems he may be suffering from some sort of break.
That's what I think. I think he's going nuts.
I guess his tribe is afflicted with some disease, and I think he is as well. So, I mean, and he seems to believe that Usoglisk is the only one that can cure him.
I
and
wanna
his
let
tribe
out a
of
Giant
that.
shriek and then pass out.
Is this a spit on the Black Plague now that I think about this? Because, you're a rat.
I didn't think about that.
You guys watch as Zarek bellows out a high-pitched scream before he
Here, I'll do it. Ah!
before he loses consciousness and falls to the ground. Well, it looks like he died. Problem solved.
Nah, he's done this before.
Too
Tito
hungry,
goes,
Nessie.
"Oh no! Don't eat the rat."
That would solve some of our problems.
You're not going to harm him. Not while I'm here. And Lady May takes a few steps forward.
We know, it's a joke. We're all here to kill Glisk, except for him.
Is that what we're here for?
Who's saying that?
Maximilian.
Bessie said it.
Well, that's the current arrangement, at least.
So while Zarek is unconscious, Lady May starts to rub her hands together a little bit, and she pulls out a knife and a fork.
Gonna eat me.
I'm just kidding.
Piece by piece.
She rubs her hands together, and they begin to glow with this soft, radiant hue of like a bright white radiant energy. And she begins to kind of hover them over top of Zarek, kind of moving them up and down. Zarek, you don't have to answer so everyone else can hear. You can message if you want. Are you as well afflicted with this curse that plagues your people?
Wait, to you?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way to
You can message just me if you want, if you don't want
Yeah.
everyone else to know one way or
Yeah.
the other.
Oh crap.
Okay. Nope. Tito, you didn't notice
He
anything.
didn't see anything. Tito all of a sudden became blind.
He's just going into his shell. Head's
Oh,
just
man.
retreating. Oh no.
Isn't there a way to whisper in
Probably like type.
Oh, I think I
slash-
can I click on your name and whisper
No,
to
I
you?
just tried that. I can't figure it out.
I think you can do like slash W doesn't work. Yeah.
slash W space the person's name.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I didn't change my name. I'm just Game Master. That's right.
Game master.
Yeah.
It does work. Interesting.
Lady May kind of looks up from
How
Zarek.
did you do that?
He seems to have passed out from stress or some sort of mental break. I'm not certain. I couldn't detect any diseases or curses within his body. He may be all right. He may be afraid for his people more so than himself, it seems.
Hold on for a second.
But I also don't know what I'm looking for. Perhaps I just simply was unable to identify it.
Okay, I'll take it back. Sleepy baby. Sleepy baby.
So where do we go from here? Is Garrett still passed out?
Sometimes I just pass out because I don't want to RP anymore.
Yeah, much work.
That's why I didn't stay to sleep, because I didn't want to get involved with that.
So we got a dragon, a powerful sorcerer lycan dude, and then us chuckle fucks.
Walk into a bar.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
So,
if
yeah.
you have no more questions for me, Korg, I fear I must be going, young one.
Yep, that wraps it up for me.
I have a question. Is there any help that you can give with this disease? Because he's kind of hell bent on helping out Usoglisk and for this vial. But have you heard of anything like this, or?
I have heard fairy tales, and I'm not certain if they are true or not, but I will share what I know with you all. How much do you all know of the time before the reckoning, when the people who roamed this world still believed in gods and goddesses?
I would say general knowledge. I'm assuming JR.
It's up to you. It's how much your character knows. It's not common for people to be overtly religious at all. Most people are atheists and don't have any really belief in gods at this point. But the information is somewhat available if you want to seek it out. So it's really your choice on how much you want your character to know. To an extent, of course, but
I guess I would just know basics.
basic stuff. Okay, so like the names of them and kind of like maybe like the gist of the gods.
Yes, but nothing
Nothing
too
crazy.
specific.
How much do you all know of the Watcher? The matron mother in the sky who watches over her people.
I wasn't exactly a studious turtle.
Well, the Watcher is a goddess that has, for many centuries, been worshipped within the the Vile Bog. For a while, anyway, until Varaxis came around, and things changed up a little bit. The Watcher has always looked over those who are underprivileged, mistreated, or downright enslaved. Your friend Zarek and his people, the Ratfolk, are one of those such races. They were enslaved for many years within the peaks of Kervia. Dwarvish slave masters ran them into the ground until they died. And that's how the way they lived for a very long time. Until one day the Watcher had enough. She grew tired of watching her people be suppressed and beaten and murdered. She trapped a group of dwarf slave masters in the Gorgon mines, and she bestowed a terrible curse upon them that mutated them into some sort of twisted rat-like dwarven mutation. I've never seen one, but rumor has it that they still live within the Gorgon mines, and anything that they touch is victim of a horrible, infectious disease that kills people from the inside out, withering their body away into nothing. If that's what plagues Zarek's people, I understand his desperation. For I do not know how to cleanse the curse of an angry goddess, especially one that died hundreds of years ago. But the
Sounds
young
real
one
tragic.
here, most of our world is, but the young one here is friends with him. And if you and your friends help the Iron Blood, we will do what we can in return for you. Though my biggest suggestion, find either a powerful cleric or a very knowledgeable alchemist.
We got one of those.
They'd be your best bet.
I'd imagine something like this would be out of my league.
At this point, Guy, I fear that it may be. But perhaps in time, maybe you can learn. Though I am no alchemist myself, so I cannot say for certain.
Maybe you just need to find your own mentor, Guy.
Maybe.
We have alchemists within our organization. Should you become interested, let the young one know, and he can pass a message along. But for now, either get your hands on that sample vial and try to work your way backwards, or find someone stronger or smarter than you. Because I would not recommend a direct confrontation with a dragonbinder, young one. We will not come out ahead on that.
Duly noted.
Do you know where we could find more information on this curse?
Well,
A large library or center of knowledge?
The largest library that you're going to find that has any information on pre-reckoning is going to be within the Golden Moor. They're one of the only countries that was smart enough to keep actual records. Everywhere else is mere hearsay or random parchments and pieces of journal you may find. I would either check the Golden Moor, Gramsby specifically, as one of the most influential libraries ever built, or you could head to the root of the problem and explore the Gorgon mines within the peaks of Kervia. Those would be my suggestions to you if this is your top priority.
I think at this point we're more concerned about Gliss trying to murder us over the Evermoon that we had vaporized. I do not wish to travel while being hunted forever.
Well then, young one, what do you intend to do about your problem with Glisk?
I said, we've come to an accord that we're going to kill him. With Lady May over yonder. Past that, I haven't really come up with a plan too much.
I have no problem with such plans. Sometimes that is the only way. The only thing I'll caution you against, young one, is walking into a losing battle.
Well, I don't intend to lose. I don't intend to take this risk anytime soon.
I think that is smart. Gather your strength, take some time and do some research on the one you fight. If he works with the Black Hand, from what we can tell, they're a very resourceful group, and I imagine they know more than you think they do about yourselves. Perhaps, for now, you can fend off his appetite with that small piece of stone that you have. But you found it. The choice is yours, young one.
What can the stone do?
It is but a small magical amplifying trinket. Keep it close on your person and you'll see a small difference. But every little bit helps.
Even think of giving it to our greatest nemesis sounds like a good plan.
Perhaps not. But what I can tell you is that that stone has a mere fraction of the power the larger Evermoon has, I can only assume. If Glisk is as strong of a sorcerer as most Dragonbinders are, a small relic like this will do little to influence his power overall. But, as I said, you found the Peace Korg. Do with it what you think best.
That's about all I got. I can't think of anything else.
Well, a pleasure as always to see you, young one. Until next time. Oh, before I forget. Perhaps these may be of use to you. And he hands you over a few scrolls that are rolled up and bundled. They appear to be magical spell scrolls.
Thank you.
Shadow Clone Jutsu?
It is 3 copies of Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yes!
No, it is not. It is 3 spell scrolls of invisibility. Until next time, young one. Tito and Guy, take good care of your young rat friend. He seems to be in a bit of distress.
Yeah, he's weird.
Yeah,
Well,
weird.
Ta-ta for now. And you watch as he walks back up the large long flowing tongue of the frog hemoth before it quickly whips him up inside of her mouth, and she just jumps up into the air hundreds of feet before she just disappears from vision.
Well, that was exciting.
So we need to find more information on Glisk if we're going up against him. And I may have an idea. You think the necromancer would know anything about Glisk? They don't seem to like each other. I'd imagine he would know how to go up against him.
There was no love lost between Zarkon and Glisk, that is for certain. Though I'm not exactly sure what Zarkon's goals are. Most of them revolve around the destruction and death of this village, which is not good for anyone here, including Glisk, Lady May adds.
Do you think the necromancer, if we took him out, would he have anything to help us against Glisk? Maybe that sword of his?
Perhaps. It is certainly plausible.
Maybe that's our next move.
Is Zara going to be alright with that? He doesn't appear to have the patience for such a task.
I don't know what else he can expect right now. I mean, we can't get the moon even if we wanted to at this point. So
well, should I bring him too?
bring him to. I'm guessing.
Bring him to consciousness.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, where are we going? Yeah.
Imagine Tito said that. 'Cause
Yeah, Tito says that. RP.
Yeah. I was wondering it too, honestly.
Fair enough. That's on me then. So her hands begin to glow this radiant white energy once more. And as she's concentrating on some sort of spell to bring Zarek back to consciousness, you guys watch as these black shades just kind of bounce around him, almost like they're fending off the magic from Lady May. For a moment, she struggles back and forth with it before the shade eventually dissipates, retreating back inside of Zarek, and he slowly awakens once more. Zarek, you awaken unconscious on the ground, covered in snow, looking up at Lady May and all of your comrades standing around you at this point. No sight of Maximilian or his frog Hemoth nearby, though.
I look up at her and go, "Are you an angel?"
She starts laughing to herself. No, I'm afraid not.
And I look around and realize I'm covered in snow and kind of loosely, not loosely, I kind of timidly move around because I am sore and stuff.
Of course.
And kind of easily brush the snow off, and then realize that that the frog Hemoth and Maximilian are gone, and go, so what happened to the frog and the big guy?
They left.
I mean, so
They said not to tangle with Glisk, and that we don't have the moon anymore. Gave us 3 scrolls of invisibility and headed out.
didn't he Didn't he give Korg something?
A fraction of the moon.
So, I am at a loss what to do here. Have you guys discussed what you intend to do?
Well, since we don't have the moon, there's two things we can do. Direct confrontation with Glisk is not advised several times. Or we can try to sneak in and grab the vial.
What if we gave him the fragment?
Fragment of the moon.
That could placate him for a bit, I think, but I don't know if what he'll do.
Because
I mean, he told me to find out where the moon is. I now know the moon is vaporized. If I could give him the shard and it would placate him, I would be fulfilling my end of the deal by telling him that the moon is gone, it was vaporized, and he said that he would give me the vial. And at this point, I can't do anything more, so the vial's the most I'm going to get.
And what do you think he's going to do with you?
I don't know.
Let you go?
I mean, I'm assuming
Assuming so. I don't know why. I'm an asset right now to him.
I mean, he also wants you. What if you go to him and we're not dead?
I mean, he didn't tell me. He didn't say I had to kill you guys. He just said that he would help my people out if I did.
And
Oh, so you're trying to kill us, are you, Mr. Rat?
I'm not trying to kill you guys.
I said
He wanted me to. I said sure, I'd think about it to him, but my intention never was to kill you guys.
I like you
But-
even less now.
when
But-
you were
but
trying
his-
to, when you were
but-
too
Busy
busy
sleeping, I explained that to the group, and you would have heard if you would have woken up a little bit.
But at the end of the day, he is trying to kill the three of us because we lied to him.
But I would get what I want, and without endangering everybody, if we gave him the piece of the meteorite. I mean, do you have any other plan? I mean,
Well, you go tell him that the moon is no more, and then we leave and go kill the necromancer.
what does that do?
It may be able to give us information on Glisk that we can use against him.
killing
And
someone.
Will give us information?
And he does want us to
Someone,
kill him.
someone that he hates.
Well,
What
how's
hap-
the dead
That guy gonna tell us anything?
He may have information that's not. I mean, he's not going to tell us anything regardless.
Why
But he
don't
may
we?
have information there.
Have
You
you
guys
guys?
ever heard the saying, the enemy of the rat is my friend sometimes if he's another enemy of a rat?
They're both our enemies,
Yeah, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
but he's still an enemy. He's not a friend.
Yeah, but if he hates Glisk, and you guys want to kill Glisk, could you convince him to attack Glisk?
Well, I want to kill him also.
I mean, you can kill him after. I'm just saying, you're not going to get information from a dead guy.
We could.
I mean, you don't have to kill. If he holds information at his place, we don't have to kill him for it. We can find the information.
But I want to kill him. Because he tried to kill me.
And he tried to kill
That's how it
everyone.
works.
Yes. Why do you want to let all the bad people live?
Because death isn't something that is worth giving out.
What?
Disagree. I'd love handing deaths to people.
All I'm saying is,
I would like to avoid causing killing people that.
I don't know.
That try to kill us.
I mean, he didn't try to kill me.
Yes, he did. He summoned
Yes, he
a
did.
spirit army to kill us all.
And the
And he-
Spirit Army killed all his guys.
And he
So-
literally hired people to kill you. Do you not remember any of this? Or
I don't know. To me, I don't care about him anymore.
a lot of people have been trying to kill you. I think you've been forgetting.
The vial is all I want. That's all I care about.
Well, let's
Did
go
we
get
sneak
it
in there to
then.
get it?
I mean,
Or do you want to hand him the
thinking
shard?
we can just potentially give him the shard, and he would hand the vial over. That's the
easiest thing to do. And you said it would placate him, so why not just do that?
He would potentially kill us.
How would it kill you?
I'm not
He,
interested in
Yeah,
handing
but
over.
you think he's gonna try to kill you guys anyways?
Right, and why would I give him the one piece of?
Because it will
Placate him, and it'll give you guys time
No,
to
it won't.
go kill the sorcerer or the whatever his name is, the necromancer, and find out what you need to know from the dead guy, and then you can kill him after.
If you want to give them the shard, you can take it off my corpse. But I will not be handing it over.
for someone that's so good at sneaking, you're awfully against sneaking in somewhere and stealing something.
Because I mean, if I have a way where I can give him something, because I mean, who says that it's still gonna be on? I have to go find him. I'd have to get in first off.
If
I
I
can
know
just
where
hand
he's
him
at.
something, as opposed to having to sneak around and potentially pissing him off.
Is Lady May still? I guess we're still outside.
Yep, everyone's still here at this point, like the whole crew. Ichiro and Jiro do not say much. They really answer to Lady May, so they're just kind of letting it all.
I turn to Lady May. Is he at a building that is? Is there a way in, or?
Absolutely.
The building has no doors.
You forget, the estate that he's staying in right now is the home that I grew up in. I know every in and out of that manor. And if you want a secret entryway in, I can find you one.
Yeah, it seems like that may be the best option. We have a way to get in there. We have a way to not be seen.
It will not be easy. Glisk is a powerful sorcerer, and I am certain over the years since he's taken my home that he has placed proper safety precautions within it.
I may be sneaky, but I don't think I'm confident enough in my sneaky abilities to get past this guy.
Well, that's why we have 3 scrolls of invisibility. Well, would I know that they're scrolls of invisibility?
If Korg shared that information, yeah.
Yeah, because he gave him the cord.
Yeah, that's
I don't
that's
know
up
if
to
Korg said it.
that's up to Korg if he wants to share that information with everyone.
Did you share that information, Korg?
Sorry, I got a message from work. What was the question?
Did you share that what those scrolls were?
I don't know. I thought Maximilian did that. I just put them in my bag.
Sure, we'll say that he did. He said what they were out loud.
Okay. So that's what I think we should do. We either sneak in and take it, or we go to this necromancer to try to find a way to beat Glisk. Anybody else?
I'm all for sneaking around, but I still don't think we should be sneaking into Glisk's house right away.
What about you, Tito?
Guess it sounds as good as any other plan to me.
Yeah, which plan?
Sorry, I might have zoned out for a minute. The turtle weed took control. Just give me a quick recap.
It was either
Either giving him the shard, sneaking in, or going and dealing with the necromancer.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't mind taking out that necromancer because he's very unnatural.
What did you say earlier? Your seer told you or something?
Yeah, we have like a fortune teller kind of.
I say we do that. the mighty turtle some recognition in his homeland.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what exactly she meant, whether it was the necromancer, the meteor, or something else. But anything that's unnatural, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, so if that's the first thing that we do we want to give the... I don't know if he'll give the vial up for the shard, but it may at least buy us some time.
I don't know, I mean, can he be trusted with it?
I mean, if Maximilian is right, then it would do little to empower him. He's already way more powerful than that thing can really help.
But we are not. And if he's unhappy anyway, why not use it to defend ourselves better?
We could do that too. Tito, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think we should keep it if we can. If there's no other way, then he can have it, but...
All right, then that's what we'll do. We'll keep the shard and go after the necromancer to try to find a way to beat Glisk. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
For me.
I'm down.
It's still dark out?
I imagine so.
It's still nighttime, yeah, I'd imagine.
Since we've had our chat, I'm going back to finish my rest.
I said that's a good idea.
Well, if you all are going to go take care of Zarkon for this village, you are welcome to stay here. And I'll see if I can gather a couple of supplies for you before you leave tomorrow.
That would be much appreciated.
Of course. I'll do whatever I can to help you. I help my friends and allies where I can. Anything else? Anybody wanted to discuss, or are we looking to long rest it?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah, ready for it.
Long rest. And with... Wow, words. Words are hard.
Y'all got an aversion to resting. Fuck.
With the thoughts of this evening's events laying heavy...
Can I interrupt
Yeah,
you?
yeah. What's up? Go ahead.
Can I not long rest and
You
do
don't.
essentially 2 short rests because I want to do something in the middle when everyone's asleep?
You can if you want to. Yeah, just message me about what it is and we'll figure it out. Or is it something real quick? Do you want to do it right now?
It's something really quick.
Okay, we can do it right now then.
I want to... Oh, well, I'll take it back then. I want to, while everyone's asleep, sneak over to Korg and try to pickpocket the fragment of the meteorite off of him.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh, sorry.
24. Is anyone's passive perception higher than 24? He asked, knowing the answer.
No.
That's it.
Nope.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me, Zarek, as you slowly make your way up towards a sleeping Zarek, or sleeping Korg, excuse me. And you deftly and quietly pickpocket the piece of rock off of him while he's asleep.
All
How
right,
the fuck does that work? He doesn't know where I put it.
I mean, did you say where you put it?
Oh, but I have all sorts of different pouches and shit. You're just gonna rummage through my sleeping body and that's fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he rolled high enough on sleight of hand that passive perception will not get him detected at this point.
What the fuck?
Should have had better. Should have put locks on your pouches, boy.
I lock
Good kit though, so I could have lockpicked them anyways. All right, so I want to forgo So during my first short rest, I wanted to expend a hit die.
Okay, you can do that. You will gain a point of exhaustion after all of this if you don't sleep.
Okay. I will. What's the first point of exhaustion? No. Oh, no negative. Wait, no, 1. What's that?
I think
Disadvantage?
it's just a
Ability checks?
disadvantage on
Yeah.
ability checks, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I want to expend a hit die, and I'll take a level of exhaustion, and I want to go to Glisks.
Okay.
How do I? Oh, roll. Hey. Shh. Hold on a second. I gotta. Hey.
All right. What we'll go ahead and do here is, as you successfully complete your little subterfuge on Korg, Zark, we'll go ahead and end our session there to give me time to fucking think, because holy shit, you guys are killing me. Oh, man. Plus, it's been about 3 hours anyway, so this seems like an okay stopping point.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta,
good.
Yeah.
The
I
baby
got
just start being fussy.
to, I gotta start thinking. I need some time to think. This was not at all how I thought any of this was gonna go. I had like 20 different maps ready that I thought maybe would get used, and then just nothing. But that's okay. Sometimes it rolled that way.
Sometimes I get +6 on sleight of hand rolls.
Yeah, this is rogue things. No one ever has a chance doing much early against a rogue when it comes to these types of decks.
But yeah, that took some turns.
Yeah, that was not exactly how I thought everything was going to pan out.
You think Bessie was gonna eat me?
No, that's not really what I thought
you
was
wouldn't
going
have
to
to deal with
happen.
me
anymore.
All right. When do you guys want to play again?
Can we push the talk?
No.
My next day, probably the 8th.
The 8th? Okay, I'm pretty open right now, so I should be good for that.
January
Yeah, I
8th.
think that'll be good.
Yeah, I think I should be good the 8th.
I'm probably good.
Yeah, I should be. I will let you guys know if something changes, but I believe I should be good for that.
All right, dope.
Alright, I'm getting off. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later. Yeah, I'm going to go hang with Allison for a bit.
Yeah,
Alright.
I gotta go.
Peace.
Catch you guys later. Peace. Thanks for watching for now. Sounds like the 8th will be the next stream, so join us again then. Catch you later. Peace.